Hello, everyone. Welcome once again. It's another episode of a podcast that I sure dang hope you like, because we think it's pretty neat. At least I like to think we do. It's Longtime Watcher, First Time Writer. It's episode 32. And we've got some great news. We have succeeded in our attempts. Payments have been rendered. Transactions have been completed. And we have the return of the one, the only, you know her, you love her, you try to replace her, but you just can't do it. Action Shakespeare.
I thought we were sticking to the titty show. What is this?
No.
I thought we were gonna keep watching Power Ranger.
No.
For all its 30 seasons.
We thought about that, and we're like, okay, well, if one episode of Power Ranger killed you, we can't risk it for the rest of the podcast.
Where'd the boobs go?
There were no boobs in the first place, you dick.
You fucking right.
Yeah, I'm right and I'm mad about it.
There was one.
There was
not even a pair.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are we doing? Are we doing a dead narrative? I don't know. I streamed in the meantime.
No,
we doing this again?
Definitely dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just going to be the bit every time you have to leave, is that you died. If only just because
Except
the
that
first
one
two
time.
times you were like, I died. Oh, no, wait, yeah, there was the one
Just
time.
one.
Yeah, the first time you were like,
single
dead.
time.
Well,
Who
Yeah,
else is
why
on
not?
the
It's
show?
fun. I don't think anyone's following the continuity of when our co-hosts are or are not alive, and then comparing it to real life. If you're analyzing our podcast that much, maybe listen to the podcast instead of doing that.
I think Kamen Rider does better at keeping deaths up to date than us.
I mean, how could you say that when we've got V-Drops doing the death count?
Oh!
Ba-dum-pow, segue.
wait, did we finish the
Um,
intros?
Thank you.
We sure didn't, but I was like, well, we're in a segue anyway.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, we can get to it in a moment. We're
Yeah.
not organized.
Yeah, we're
are
not
we?
beholden to any kind of fucking schedule.
I'm. Well, I'll do that real quick. We're just feeling it out today.
Tell us about your suffering, B.
So, episode 67 featured a base explosion, as well as a very populated island, but populated in the sense that we have multiple scenes of people running in and off the view of the camera,
Mhm.
and no more than like 5 guys in an area at a time, because we can't afford more than like 5 stuntmen. So, episode 67 sucked. And even now, I have my qualms about how accurate this is, because, as I said, like, people were, like, in and out of camera view all the time, for whatever reason for this episode, so it was a little more difficult than usual to keep track of people. So, whatever, I did my best. Episode 66, Kamen Rider killing all the bad guys. There's 6 of them. He did it.
Good job, Conrad.
Sure did.
Shocker killed 2 fishermen and enforced Shocker law. That's 3, so 9 total for 66. 67 is where things get horrible. So at the very least, Takeshi gets 1 sword fight. And of course he kills the big bad, so good for him. He has 4 kills for the episode.
Who got a sword fight? Because it wasn't Takeshi Hongo. Sure fucking wasn't
He
Takeshi
got one.
Hongo.
That was
He got one, a
Masked
very
Michael.
brief one.
That was Mass
Oh.
Michael in those episodes. That was Kamen Rider with no
Yeah.
secret identity attached.
Apologies for the break in your kayfabe.
The venom! Would you say that
Yeah,
word?
Truly.
We finally broke 30 because
Woo!
Taki got multiple sword fights.
Yeah.
He got 9 kills in this episode.
God
One thing I
damn.
did find So, I thought it might be higher, but when I went to review the footage, one thing that really surprised me, and I assume that this was an act of characterization more than anything, is that even when he was fighting with the sword, Taki was still more likely to use the sword for blocking than for attacking.
Mm-hmm.
He still mostly punched and kicked. Which I thought was very interesting, given that that is, like, completely opposite of all of the choreography that we've gotten for Kamen Rider.
Right.
And every time he or Hayato have gotten a sword,
Yeah,
they just go
fucking
nuts. Yeah. So I found that interesting. Shocker also killed Andre. Pour one out for Andre.
Yeah, Andre!
Andre!
Andre! Taki's best friend, who we instantly forgot about.
Best friend, I love you, Andre. You're the only not fascist white man we've had on this show.
Yeah, for real.
Rest in peace, Andre. You will be missed.
You were the good one, Andre.
You got Kool-Aid
we had
Man to death.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy. We had a mook who just crashed all on his own. He just
Yes.
died.
Yeah.
And here's the real kicker, the one that really took forever and might still not be accurate. Shocker sank its own base. This base was chock full of men. And
You think those Shocker leaders made it out alive? In hindsight?
Why
but they
did
weren't
they
on
even
the
show
island.
up? Why they showed up and then question mark? Where did
Yeah.
they go?
Away, I guess.
They left set.
I don't know. This show doesn't care. Why should we?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I
So-
just assumed they died.
Who knows?
I care because I also assumed they died and one of them was black.
He's a black
MC,
Nazi.
check
so.
it out's dad.
Yeah. Look, I'm taking what representation I can get. It's Japan in the 70s. I wasn't expecting anything good in the first place.
So
Is
the
that check
horrible
our outro
grand
reference? I'm sorry. Got distracted for a second.
the horrible number that I am hoping is satisfactory, because I still don't 100% know if it's totally accurate, is 23 mooks that weren't explicitly killed by Taki were presumably blown up and or drowned when the island sunk.
Holy shit-a-moly.
So, we got 38 kills for episode 67. That brings us to 10 total kills for Kamen Rider for both episodes. That brings him up to 156 kills out of 448 total for Team Kamen Rider.
Ooh.
We have a shamefully high 28 kills for Shocker, bringing them to a total of 196.
Wow.
We have 9 kills for Miscellaneous, 100% under Taki, bringing Miscellaneous up to 38 total kills.
Hell yeah.
And that gives us 47 whole kills between episodes 66 and 67,
Wow.
for a total of 682 kills as of Kamen Rider episode
Oh.
67.
All right.
Oh, wow.
We've averaged about 100.
We might do
100
it.
or-
Considering
we
what
will,
happens in these 2 episodes,
Yeah.
we may hit 700 before 70.
We might.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Your task is unenviable.
I'm so sorry, B. To the people in the audience, if you for whatever reason have any qualms about the death count that B has provided, if you think
Shove
it
it
is
up your-
inaccurate for any no, entirely the opposite. If you think it is inaccurate for any reason, I invite you to come on the goddamn show and do it yourself. Please save us from this horrid task that we have taken on. If you can do it better.
I apologize if I
Otherwise,
have
shut the
had
fuck
any
up.
shortcomings.
If you want to complain just to complain, then shut the hell your ass. But if you want to complain because you can do it better, then come do it better. And also know we won't pay you.
Show me your
Yeah.
math.
Just
I'm not
like
paid.
just like me.
Exactly. I was gonna say. I probably should be paying B, but I'm not. So
Yeah.
what
Like,
the fuck
It's
makes you think
okay.
you get B?
I think out of all the people, like V, I think you should be the first to get paid if it ever
I-
becomes possible.
Well,
Yeah, no,
I guess-
that's fair.
the person at the top of the list for payment is already the only person getting paid for the podcast at this point in time, in my opinion, so
Yeah.
I guess.
That being
Thanks,
said,
buddy.
we should talk about who these people even are.
Thanks!
I don't
Like,
know.
Who are these chuckleheads?
Yeah, who are these dicks you've been listening to for a couple of minutes at this point? Well, I'll
Jim?
tell you what. I'm your host, your longtime watcher, King Fats the 95th, and I am joined by my fellow writers of various forms. First time writer Action Shakespeare.
You already got to me. Go away.
It's true, but
Freshly
I'm
revived.
yeah, freshly
right.
freshly squeezed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Action
she got that
Cassidy.
newly alive smell.
You missed
Yeah.
2 episodes, you get 2 intros. It's
I
Like
did
a neonate.
I did the Orange Cassidy thumb, but nobody can see it.
But I'm glad that you did it anyway. Newly minted honorary longtime watcher B Drops, who
Oh, you think so?
Well, yeah. Didn't I not say as much?
I
know
mean,
that
you
episode
did. I
hasn't
just,
come out yet, but I
I
was
just
gonna
don't
say
know if I'm
that
worthy of it.
well, it's already been said and it's been recorded.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. I can't take it
You
back.
can't unsay it.
Yeah, we got it on recording. And of course, other first-time writer Gopher, who I'm sure will be beyond that status at some point sooner rather than later.
I mean, does
I
it
don't.
count? it's, I feel like
What?
long time watcher implies time in the name.
Yeah, that's fair.
You put the hours in.
Yeah.
On a yearly
That's why
scale.
I gave B the honorary, because now that he has finished an entire Kamen Rider season, he has theoretically put in the time.
Is that the bar? Got to finish at least 1 Kamen Rider season.
Yeah, pretty much. At least for that honorary long time status.
I see.
I got my badge.
We'll all be sons of bitches soon enough.
Yeah, eventually. either you will finish one on your own, or we will finish this one, and then you'll all be sons of bitches.
I thought it was just
By
like
golly.
here's B, he gets the honorary, and oh yeah, there's Gopher.
No, B.
No, we in love Gopher
This is a
here.
special achievement that B has earned, and that you can earn as well.
For
Simply
$10
finish
on our
V3.
Patreon.
Yeah, actually, shit.
Huh?
Yeah, just name one of those tiers, honorary long time watcher.
Yeah, let's make a $50 tier. You two become a long-time writer.
I'll fucking
There's no
W.
actual benefit to this.
I'll make a cameo where I
Yeah.
pretend to knight you. Tell me what your username is.
But for
Turn on your location.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, and I have a sword.
$25, you could be Hongo's friend. We say it right there, so you know it must be true.
It's true. Yeah, I know Takeshi Hongo in real life.
Not the actor. The character.
Yeah, no, the actual Takeshi Hongo, of course. Like,
The real man.
I would have said Fujioka if I meant the actor. I'm talking about real, actual, honest to God
I also
cyborg
know
Takeshi
Segata
Hongo.
Sancho.
Yeah, he's super real. I met him because my dad works at Nintendo. He was at an office party. Anyway, we should get into our episodes of Kamen Rider that we watched this time around. As we mentioned at the top, it's episode 32, and we're checking out Kamen Rider episodes 68 and 69.
Nice.
But Fats, I hear you cry.
Nice.
What about that movie that you guys talked about maybe you would watch? To which my answer is, shut up and fuck you. No, that's not actually my answer. Truly my answer is, we fucking forgot, and we'll do it later.
I'm sorry. We're sorry.
Uh,
We're so
yeah.
sorry.
Well,
I'm sure we missed a lot of details.
I can only be so sorry, because I am fucking exhausted.
That's where they reveal the
Yeah,
Shocker
that's fair.
Commander.
Yes. Yeah,
Can you
exactly.
imagine? Just a random ass theatrical release. He's just there.
Yeah.
They never call attention to it.
That's, the
mean,
problem is I
that
couldn't
wouldn't be
imagine is
too-
the thing.
Yeah, that would not be too out of line for this series at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like Bearded Dragon Man?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not crazy, right? That guy didn't exist, right?
Bearded.
He was in God, this was multiple episodes that I wasn't on ago, so I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I was playing catch up yesterday.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, did you you sent us thoughts about those episodes. Would you like to visit those thoughts, Shakes, or
If you want, I can read down the cliff notes. I
will bring it up to I'm leaving it up to you.
I have it in front of my face. Sure. it's very brief.
Yeah, that's why I figure.
Episode 64 and 65, the first one I missed. I thought my notes are basically as follows: great implementation of the civilian characters. I love the Scooby-Doo shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I genuinely really like this was how I would always picture like what their use should be, is like even if they aren't fully successful, they're utilizing their own status as civilians to aid Kamen Rider in a covert fashion and stuff like that, you know?
Right.
So that's fun. Familiar plot, better executed. This feels like what Kamen Rider should have started as. And Baby Rider is too precious. Too precious for words. I forgot his name again. Koichi is the cutest fucking baby in the whole world.
He truly... God.
And he activated something in me.
Like I think I've said this in the actual episode, but I'm the type of person who can look at a baby and be like, "That's an ugly baby." But
I remember hearing something to this effect in the episode.
That's an ugly ass baby.
but Koichi is just, gosh, so precious.
He's so cute.
He's
He's
so
got a
cute.
little tricycle.
He is like scientifically formulated.
Really?
A little bit.
Perfect
Like
little
they
cute guy.
They found the cutest little guy who would do little Kamen Rider things, and like, it's very genuine. Like it feels like he's just like he is the kind of kid who just loves to pretend he's Kamen Rider. And they play off it, like when he runs into Hongo and Taki, it's so fucking cute. How they're like, "Oh, better watch out, Kamen Rider!" Like,
fucking one-way gentleman, official Kamen Rider business.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, official Kamen Rider business.
Yeah, them humoring that is very cute, and it was a good way to, and was a fun way for them to clue into the plot.
I'm curious about this last one. Ow my fucking ears.
Ow my fucking ears. Well, for multiple reasons, but mainly that last scene of the Beetle episode, where they go for what, like 7 minutes on those ski chairs.
Oh yeah,
and it's just wild sound and music, and that wild sound is piercing. I actually had to turn down the player. Like, I wasn't even wearing the headphones, and I had to turn the volume down. It was so grating to my brain, and it just kept going. It's not even a good action scene. It was dog shit. Stupid. It was dog shit. I don't know why they did it in a single take. They had nothing else.
They truly had nothing else. That scene is the worst. I love it so much.
On board with that scene, with that whole episode until that moment. It was insane. How much goodwill they lost. But yes, moving on to episode 66 and 67. First note, kitty!
The baby.
Kitty!
Oh, shit. It's gonna be hard to unhear that.
One of the none of you heard that? Like, that's
no.
Immediately. Kitty! Kitty! It's one of the all-time best shocker noises I've ever heard.
Yeah, really. Me whenever Mr. Popo comes into the room.
Yeah, for real. Super cut of that. All shocker monsters are Christian.
Yeah.
They're buried under the cross, like Christians in the military. Who is Bearded Dragon Man?
I don't.
Am I crazy?
I truly don't remember.
No? Okay, yeah, I don't think that guy's ever actually appeared. That guy looked like he was wearing the Namazu guy's suit with a different head. Genuinely, like he had that same pebbling. So
was that a different head? I thought
Bearded Dragon. You mean Poison Lizard?
Yeah, I think that was the guy who you said was Poison Lizard.
They called him Bearded Dragon Man.
Did they
It
really?
might be a weird translation, but that was absolutely poison.
He had
lizard.
like.
Wasn't it?
He had like the
That was in
bearded
my
dragon thing. Like he had the frills. I don't remember that
so
ever
did
happened.
poison lizard.
I don't. Clearly, I don't remember Poison Lizard.
Yeah, either you don't remember Poison Lizard or we don't remember Bearded Dragon. Or something.
Let me look at the sticker design.
Go look at
I
that
guess
sticker.
so. Yeah.
Where is it?
Where is he? Show me the Poison Lizard.
Show me this, man.
Yes, he did. He did have the frill. Otherwise, I would not have drawn it.
Poison lizard is the text file, yeah.
Yeah, that is one poison-ass lizard-ass poison lizard.
Okay. Huh.
I feel
He had
that,
no other elements of that and wasn't using them.
No,
I
that's
mean,
maybe
the
that's
yeah.
fair.
Well, they all breathe fire now,
Underutilizing
so-
Kaijin.
I mean,
They
for
all breathe fire now.
yeah, that's pretty standard. But for like that episode had so many Shocker Kaijin like actually using their signature techniques properly, like from before. And Bearded Dragon Man just does jack shit.
He doesn't do fuck.
Gets killed.
He does about as much
He
as
didn't wanna
Jaguar
come
Man
back.
does.
That's I wouldn't either. I've lost my thing. Where is it? I scrolled too far.
Oh no.
There we go. Pour one out for Taki's best friend Andre. Anyways, let's go fishing.
Rep Andre, you will be missed.
Cut the the immediacy of that scene. Like, oh my god, I went to academy with that guy. He's one of my closest friends. Smash cut to fishing with Tachibana. I'm gonna get a big haul today.
Smash cut to Tachibana and the Man I Love Fishing hat. Meanwhile, Tagi's hanging out and the women want me, fish fear me.
God.
What women? They don't exist anymore.
The W and the O is scratched out.
Yeah. Illusory guns. Do any of y'all remember that part?
This sounds vaguely familiar, but my
Where they
brain can't conjure it right now.
They do the traffic stop on Taki. And
Yes.
and they all hold him at gunpoint.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, surprise, where's Shocker? And they go, Pew! And they hear just miming holding guns.
Oh yeah, the guns do disappear, don't they?
Which answered my things, because I was literally screaming at the screen, shoot him! You are pointing guns at your enemy. Just shoot him. He has no reason to be alive.
No, they're not. They ain't real guns is the problem.
They ain't real guns. Damn. We should have brought real ones.
Yeah, didn't have it in the budget.
They really weren't willing to think of a way for Taki to get out of that situation beyond he just literally runs away and they're like,
Just
oh,
run.
get him.
Yeah. Also my note that Hongo's actor took a couple weeks off.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
It was-
Did you see the notes about the reasoning why?
No, I actually didn't get to see that because I didn't read anybody's notes before I watched the episodes.
Oh boy.
Please allow us to enlighten you.
Yeah, if you want to retread that, I hope we're not being too redundant for episodes. Sorry, folks.
No, it's. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's too redundant. It's just incredibly silly is the problem.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
So the reason why Hongo is not in these episodes is because he went out for an audition for a TV adaptation of Redbeard, and he did not get the part. And so he vowed to never act again for a brief period of time.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The
funny not to
drama
tell you.
queen.
Yeah.
The drama queen.
Absolutely just fucking locked himself in this tower and
never
was
acting
sobbing
again.
on his fainting couch for
God
2
damn
weeks.
it. You're all
And they were like, Hongo,
fully-
take some fucking Pirin tablets and get on stage.
Yeah,
Bitch.
like, holy shit, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That is maybe the funniest outcome possible.
It's fucking insane. It's so ridiculous. I think the worst part is that, like, the initial fear of, like, oh no, did he get injured again?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I was like, ah, man, did he get hurt? Or well, like maybe he had another gig.
Right. Nope.
Like
Absolutely,
he
not.
almost did. That's the problem.
Yeah, he got hurt emotionally.
Yeah, poor baby. It's fucking funny. It's I wrote my final note for this was my summation of how I felt about these episodes, namely that they are dog shit. But
Cool. So you're with us.
Yeah, I said, imagine if this was your first set of Kamen Rider episodes.
Yeah.
Because according to these episodes, the show is about a man named Taki and some of his friends who go and wail on Shocker, and then sometimes Kamen Rider shows up.
Yeah. And then eventually, when they need a Deus Ex Machina, this dude called Kamen Rider just shows up.
It's a terrible representation for the show, but it amuses me endlessly if you go and watch these episodes, how just completely abruptly Kamen Rider shows up.
Yeah.
He literally just walks in from off screen and just
Literally.
starts throwing hands. Like there's no announcement or anything.
It's me, Kamen Rider. I sound like I always do. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can do stunts, okay? I'm the best one they had on the set. In short notice, we film these things weekly.
I mean, yeah, that was the thing. Apparently, these episodes were actually rushed because they were waiting until, like, the last possible minute to see if they could get
surprised.
Hongo on set, and they couldn't.
Right. Like, they could just get some footage of him, going, hey, I'm Takeshi Hongo.
Right, or something.
No. It's great. It's magical, really. Like, this is the kind of stuff I love watching old things for.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the shit that just would never fly.
Oh, yeah.
In modern production.
That
schedules.
That shit would be absolutely unfucking acceptable now.
Yeah. And, and you would plan contingencies for it. Like, you don't film shit week to week anymore. That's... I mean, granted, people do that a lot still to a degree, but also they don't a lot either. But like they kept it up for a long period, that's for sure. From what I remember, this is a slight tangent, but like Star Trek Next Generation is one I was thinking of. I believe just did it week to week.
Wow.
Like they might have had planned sets of episodes, but their shooting stuff was like week to week. And those were hour-long episodes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never knew that.
They filmed, like, most of a movie every week. So, they had to make it as, like, flexible as possible. And it's extra impressive once you start getting to those things where they fucking, like, made new sets or shot on location.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder if they compacted that, but from my understanding is they were pretty rigid. They just had to make it happen.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make it happen, Captain.
A little bit. But yeah, that angle of production in old media is very interesting to me, and these glimpses into this world where Kongo's actor goes on a dramatic stint. It's funny that I think what makes me laugh to the very end is that it's these two episodes, like. It's so serendipitous, right? Like, the stars aligned that it was 2 episodes in our 2-episode block show that are the Hongo isn't here hour.
Yeah, really.
We could have had weird bookends to 2 different episodes if we scheduled this any differently.
But instead we got them in a nice little package.
Yeah. So that was fun. These were interesting episodes, but not good ones.
No, yeah.
64 and 65 were a lot of fun, though.
They were a fun watch and a bad podcast record.
Yeah.
I bet. I'm sorry, Pio. I'm so genuinely sorry for Pio. Have him come into some of the worst Kamen Rider episodes possible.
The worst.
Yeah, on the plus side, though, at the end, Pio said that he would want to come back to talk about different episodes at some point.
Actually talk about Kamen Rider.
Maybe one day I'll leave again.
And he can,
sure it'll happen.
He can finally be gay with me and Fads.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Need some solidarity.
I'm sorry, P.O.
I can only appreciate a man in a suit. Speaking of
To be
weird
fair, Taki had
production
good-
things.
Good fits in those episodes.
It's true. Speaking of weird production things, I want to bring up this tweet that we found
Yes.
during the break.
Very fair, yeah.
Is
It's
because
great
it's
to
so
know we're
important to
fighting
our
the power.
account.
Yeah.
So back in episode 7, there's that great clip of Hongo ending the episode by finding puppies. He just picks them up and is playing with puppies. And apparently, the bureau director at MPS was furious with Toei when he saw episode 7 of Kamen Rider ended with Hongo playing with puppies because it wasn't something a cool superhero would do.
Batman wouldn't play with dogs. Batman wouldn't play with dogs.
He's tough and he's huge.
Yeah.
That's still one of my
Fucking
favorite.
Ralph
I
Rifle,
wish we could
Batman.
still have. I wish we could still have this era of Kamen Rider. I yearn for it
Yeah.
sometimes. The burgeoning Wild West of original run Kamen
Like,
Rider.
No, that's very fair.
Pre-Hayato is like just its own set of
It
It's
really
its
is.
own
stuff.
world.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's a whole
absolutely
different
wild.
story at that
And-
point because it's we got transhumanism, we got we got angst of all flavors, we got
The
direct
aesthetics were quite
Nazis.
different.
Yeah, we got a lot more beatniks.
True.
the chakra ladies. We had a very different approach to lighting
Mhm.
and cinematography back then.
Real
It was a lot more experimental too.
We were leaning more into the horror
Yeah.
elements as
that
well.
too.
And I just don't think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like that will never happen again with Kamen Rider.
Probably not, and I'm not expecting it to.
Looks at King Fats.
Not from what I've seen. Look, here's the
Yeah.
thing, because you're like,
Yeah.
give me another horror themed Kamen Rider, and my brain goes Kiva, and then I go, well, I can't confirm that. I haven't seen Kiva. I don't know. Maybe it has no horror themes, but it's vampire based. You gotta think, right?
Isn't there that one movie that has like the really fucked up looking dude?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
fucking
Weird fucked up bug
the like
dude.
96 Shin Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Or,
I
no,
think that one's
It's
that one
just-
looked
Oh, where
gnarly.
he's like actually
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
it's
where
just-
he's just straight up a bug ass man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear that
Shin.
one's pretty fucked up too.
Okay.
I have not seen it myself, but a friend of the show, Deer, has, and apparently it is both a good watch and, at least from what I understand, from what little they have spoken of it, and from what I have seen on the internets, it are pretty dark.
It's
The main thing I remember from it is the like combination claymation puppet weird spider demon woman. Have y'all seen that thing?
no.
No.
I think once.
I need to show
I-
you this. This is worth derailing the podcast.
I almost
for.
don't want to see it though. Is the thing because I'm like,
Experience
are-
it French.
are we gonna watch?
French?
I will,
Fresh.
I don't know. Yeah.
I will
Quiet.
spoiler tag it is what I'll do.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I will also resist because I think I've seen it once, but to see it again, if we do watch
yeah.
it or if I watch it,
I want to
Yeah,
get that
no,
full
that's fair.
spectacle. You know.
yeah, right. I want to
Time
get the proper introduction.
I feel like it's time for me to say that I would love a darker Kamen Rider, but at this point it is so firmly established as a children's IP.
Yeah.
Like, is there going to be like I wonder
What?
how many more like adult-oriented Kamen Riders there are out there, not Pie Rangers, but
I mean, so
There's-
here's the thing: is we're starting to get more of it just kind of by merit of like now that Kamen Rider is old enough, we're starting to do like retrains of Kamen Rider, but it's themed at a more adult audience. That's that's what Shin Kamen Rider was. That's what the
Yeah.
other 90s Kamen Riders movies were. That's what Kamen Rider Amazons was. So
Mm.
it's one of those. It's not impossible. You just kind of have to be patient and wait for anniversaries. Since the other
Yeah.
two have forgotten it, I'm just gonna go ahead and DM it straight to you. Holy shit! Every time I look at this thing, I forget how insanely fucked up and cool it is.
ooh,
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. See.
Right?
See. Like. Yeah. It's
We'll have
gonna.
to watch it sometime.
Yeah.
It's supremely
Biome?
good. Yeah.
Because to get that reaction from B, I think I'd enjoy it too.
Ooh. So the trend is set, and this is very much going to be children, and I'm not expecting anything ever again from original run Kamen Rider.
That's right.
And frankly from the whole series. But what I guess my prospects of looking forward to other Kamen Riders at this point, because this is what I understood of any other Kamen Rider, right? So, like, what we're seeing is, like, the blueprint of modern Kamen Rider being laid out, but I want to see it because this is not necessarily the good version of that blueprint.
Yeah.
It's setting the foundation, but boy, everything else is building on it. And that is the kind of stuff that I definitely would look forward to and would come in with the right expectations and have a good time. We're experiencing the real time, like, growing pains of this first run.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's made at least me and probably others a little sad to see what happened or how it began.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just we wish we could get more of the other things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I'm entirely in the same boat, but as far as I've ever seen, it's been regarded as, like, the decision that truly made Kamen Rider what it became, as far as, like, a successful, lasting franchise.
Yeah.
I can't dive fully into the Kamen Rider analysis stuff, but of what I've seen, like, I've seen a lot of things, particularly hailing Hayato, and the shifts in tone that came with his arrival to the show, that really were, like, the beginnings of firmly establishing the what became the lasting tone of the series. But I am still in that boat of missing the original. I don't think it has to return to Kamen Rider, because I have no problem with it being a well-established children's franchise at this point. But I would love to see it just generally in some sort of tokusatsu. I'd love to see, like, a more mature tokusatsu.
Which, to that end, with what limited knowledge I have of it, I think that is sort of what the Guyver is supposed to be. I don't know too much about, like, the Japanese. I don't know if there was an anime or not, but I believe there was, like, a manga series. I think there was an anime. But yeah, to what little I understand of it, the Guyver was kind of, the answer to people who did want kind of some of that older, more mature oriented kind of horror toku sort of flavor. That's what the Guyver was kind of supposed to try and emulate in some way. I truly have no idea how successful it was, because what little I know about the Guyver is pretty much entirely regulated to the 3 American-made movies. But that is my understanding, at least. And I will say that at least a few times Kamen Rider will, in an attempt to pay homage to its roots, it'll go back into that sort of thing a little bit. I actually just remembered thinking about it. Kuga, since Kuga has a lot of kind of, it kind of works as sort of a retrain of the original Kamen Rider in some aspects, because it was like a big anniversary series, and it was, them going back to being a serialized TV show again for the first time in a good number of years, because I think the last, like, TV series Kamen Rider before Kuga was, like, 87? So it'd been over a decade since there had been Kamen Rider on TV again. So Kuga leans into those horror roots a little bit. Not like, it does its own thing. It's not entirely like a horror serial, but especially early on, it leans into it a little bit. So it's, it isn't totally abandoned from Kamen Rider even in its current iterations. It's just it's a little lighter, more of a sprinkling than the main season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now that we've talked about other things for 40
minutes,
maybe we should talk about the episodes.
This
it was relevant this time, at least, right?
No, it was lots of Kamen Rider stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice to catch up. Now I'm up to date.
Yeah.
Now we're all up to date.
Now we're all on the same page. Let's talk about Kamen Rider episode 68. Dr. Shinigami, the terrifying true form. Original air date July 15th, 1972.
Wow, that's almost my birthday.
Hey, almost 2 birthdays back to back.
Minus 20-something years.
Well, yeah.
Minus 20 years.
Obviously.
19, actually. Never mind. I can do math.
Yay, math. Anyway, episode opens on a shot of meteors flying to the Earth. We cut to a festival when the meteor hits a ground nearby. A couple goes to investigate, but when the man gets close, he explodes. The woman runs for help, but is met by Dr. Death, who explains Shocker's plan to destroy Tokyo with meteors.
Neat.
We then go to Taki, Hongo, and Tachibana, celebrating the creation of a new cyclone. Hongo takes it for a test run, but is attacked by meteors and Shocker. Facing Shocker, he meets the new Kaijin Squidevil. The two fight, but Squidevil is able to get the best of Rider. He rides back to Taki and Tachibana and collapses, having a nightmare about the encounter at Taki's home. Hongo asks Taki for training after explaining the situation, but Taki says Hongo is in no condition. So that's the first part of our episode, and
we have a new opening.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
lame.
It's not great. It's
not to be a misanthrope, but
yeah, it's because it's not. So the other times that we've gotten new openings, we have gotten some pretty significant changes.
That
were like really cool. You know, like the first time we got the new opening, we got the fucking toy bike jump stunt.
Yeah, like we got like fun little details.
Yeah, the
bikes
second
going up buildings.
Yeah, the second time we got the new opening, we were, riding up and down like stairs and stuff and exploring some cool we had some of the beach riding stuff and everything. It was really cool. And now we've just kind of replaced anything that was interesting with B-roll of Kamen Rider riding on the mountain
dirt
path.
road. Yeah. There's 2 different openings on these episodes, and this first one wasn't good, and the second one was a little better.
Yeah.
But this first one was just dirt path.
I mean, it was scenic. It was nice to look at.
It's
reminded me of the beauty of Japan.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the other one? Because the other one had nice scenery.
No, where was it? I thought it didn't change between the 2 episodes.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah,
I felt like the first one was more dirt.
No, there was no dirt. I can't confirm.
But the last new one before this was boring.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
The last new one before this one was dirt.
I
remember that.
Maybe my memories are converging.
It just doesn't do anything. Like, there's no payoff for any of it.
Nope.
It's just a guy riding around.
Yeah, there's no
Thought we'd be in the mountains at least.
There's no setup of this type of energy within the show because it looks like someone who's just, riding a bike and that's it.
Yep. Having a good time. Leisurely bike ride in the mountains.
Which there's nothing wrong with that, Hongo, but come on.
He's Kamen Riding.
Yeah.
Leave
him alone.
More like Kamen Rider.
Kamen Riding.
Yeah. He's Sunday chilling. Don't fucking at him.
Yeah.
Trying to catch me Kamen Riding.
Hi, and welcome to my podcast. I'm Takeshi Hongo, and I am going to talk about being calm and riding.
Yeah, it's
I think this guy's Kamen Rider.
Please tell me about being calm. I'm begging you.
It's Hongo. He's in the suit. He's listening to NPR. He's riding on the mountain trail. He's having a fucking good time. Good lord.
So
meteors.
This felt Ultraman to me.
Explain, because I haven't watched any Ultraman, so.
So I've still only watched the one episode, and I might be misremembering it with the large amount of kaiju movies that I've watched that are all pretty bad and kind of and just mesh together.
They really blend together. Yeah. It's wild.
But they got that clearly just background on a black background with some moving JPEGs Well,
I love when we move
Or-
an image file type that
yeah.
didn't exist in the 70s.
it's not even an image file type, yeah, but
I think that's just a prop.
Yeah.
yeah. But it did look like, a flat piece of paper or like composite shots or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's very fair.
And that similar energy going to like describe meteors is found in what I want to say is the first episode of Ultraman when he crashes into the Earth.
That sounds about right.
And also a lot of kaiju movies.
That definitely sounds right.
Yeah. So I was, I pointed at the screen. I'm like, that's familiar. And I clapped.
Yeah. AT-AT-ST. I clapped when I saw it in the movie.
X-Wing! Speaking of Star Wars, what
Please.
Gopher said reminded me of the first time I've ever seen like proper seams and special effects in Star Wars. Because I'd mostly seen special editions for so long. And I got a VHS copy some years ago.
Oh, nice.
And like decided to watch it, and the screen was big enough where I could pick out certain details, and one of them was like watching a shot of the Millennium Falcon flying, and I could see the seams of like the animation cell
Oh, wow.
of around the Falcon. The kind of stuff that gets like totally just dissolved in low res, but like the TV was just high enough. It was interesting. It's just like, oh, that's neat. That's fun. It's fun to see how they do a thing.
Yeah.
In this ancient movie before computers.
Always fun to see how they do a thing in an ancient thing before computers.
It blows my like old school special effects like actually blow my mind. I don't know how people got away with making movies back in the day.
Right.
They are fucking brain geniuses. Like people are insane. But yeah, meteors.
Yeah, meteors.
Meteors that do the Goldberg engine.
Yeah.
This guy is just like, wow, a meteor. I'm gonna go stick my face in it.
Same.
Gets blasted, yeah.
It's Indiana Jones.
My notes read
Absolutely
the same
pissed on.
thing. My notes read the same thing I said during the episode, except it includes a stupid joke that I can't get out of my brain, so the note reads, same bro, let's become Randall Savage, because for some reason I always misremember Vandal Savage's name as Randall, but I never want to correct myself.
What you mean? Randall Savage.
Man,
yeah.
Randall Savage.
Green raises the W.
I'm glad we all converged into different wrestling
Yeah.
references on accident.
Truly auspicious.
Oh man, but like this guy is just asking for it. He just
He really
jumps onto
is.
the meteor and just gets evaporated by cool
It's great,
sparklers.
Yeah, he absolutely is incinerated.
Yeah, it's just like unquestionably like, he's gone.
He's gone.
They will not be able to identify the body.
And then they take that lady away, and I don't know what they do with her. I guess they kill her.
They'd probably kill her.
We never
considering it's
see her
shot.
Who
again.
knows?
Nope.
Yeah, we never see her.
She just
Hell, we barely see the
disappears.
meteors again for most of the episode.
Shit, dog, we sure do. Except for the one scene.
I almost like that, though,
it comes
is the
back
thing.
when it matters.
Because it's like they're doing other stuff, and it's not just we have a plan, and then plan gets foiled. It's like, we have a plan, and then other stuff is happening.
Wow.
We have a plan, but we're also going to do this in conjunction with the plan, and it
We
has
have a
nothing to do with the
plan and a
plan.
plot?
And Kamen Rider is not necessarily going to stop the plan.
Yeah, there was like a B plot that was a lot less of a B plot than I thought it would be,
Right?
but not in a good way.
Mm,
This episode's silly.
true.
I feel like it kind of just lost track of what its main goal was for a while.
A little bit, yeah.
To the point where we got to the end and we were like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
The
but also, like,
meteors.
at least they had story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plot.
Yeah.
It might have not been stellar, but it wasn't just 15 minutes of the same fight scenes over and over again. And
Yeah, really.
I'm just...
Yeah.
It's so refreshing to just not see that.
You take what W's the universe gives you.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, Kamen Rider and Co. are enjoying their cool new plane bike.
Yeah. You know, plane bike.
This bike got wings.
Yeah.
It goes in the... No. It go into air and stuff. I don't know. They haven't used it again yet.
Nope.
Spoilers. They didn't use it in the next episode.
Yeah.
But it can do that.
As a bike.
We have a new bike model, and that's mostly what's important, and that's why we made a new entry. That's why we made a new opening scene, because we need to show
And also
off our
is
new bike.
probably why the new intro sucks so bad, too. Because it is probably just actual legitimate B-roll that they made of the new bike. They were like, alright, they got a new model, just go film him driving, test it, make sure it works good, make sure it looks good, make sure you get good angles of it and stuff.
Yeah, just drive in front of him.
Yeah.
He'll pedal.
It do be looking like a bicycle.
Keep expecting him to go like, ding, ding, like, here comes Kamen Rider.
One way, fellas.
He put a little baseball. He put a baseball card in the spokes. Cyclone. But yeah, it's very silly. But it do have wings now, and
do have wings.
I am now just sitting there. I'm going to be sitting for the next 30-something episodes, waiting for them to utilize those wings again.
Probably.
Never. I was really expecting them to be utilized, like, at some point during the episode.
Right,
to showcase. Right? Yeah.
Not even this episode.
No.
Spoilers. Wait. It doesn't happen in the next one either.
Kamen Rider don't let it rip that easy. You gotta earn it.
Got no reason to fly.
What must I do? What must I do?
I think he was gonna, like, fly and punch a meteor or something, but no.
I'll tell you exactly what you need
cool.
to do, B.
Mm-hmm.
You need to give Kamen Rider your credit card number along with the numbers payments on the back.
5 5 5 5
2
5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5
And the numbers in the back.
Security number 5 5 5.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I'll deliver this to Kamen Rider now.
Yeah, I'll get this to him right away. It's gonna really help.
Please.
They don't know I'm a Shaka spy. Fucking hey kids! This is our new scheme. Steal all the kids.
Steal all the kids' parents' money by fucking hiring the dude. Kamen needs your help.
Little Koichi's
gonna
come up.
Back in the day before we had mobile phone apps with microtransactions, they had to send someone out to get that information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Fuck.
And then Hongo gets beset by men.
He is accosted by some dick throwing 2 rocks into frame from off screen.
Yeah. We got him. Let's go. I believe is what he says.
Yes. I love that this is like the second or third episode in a row where an explosion has happened at Hongo, and then some shocker mook has been like, we got him! And then he shows up on a clip face like 45 feet away and is like, I'm fucking invincible. Who do you think you are?
Kamen Rider got so cocky in those last 2 episodes.
He really did.
It was amazing. It was like Prince of Space level. Your weapons are useless. Like, God, it we got a little taste of that, but it was a little more reserved. But he did just say, "I'm fucking invincible."
Yeah, he did just straight up say Kamen Rider is invincible. Fucking Mutekida.
Damn, let's. I guess we better test that or something.
Yeah, well, let's do a combat at him. Let's see.
This is also like the first time in 4 episodes Chakra Law didn't get enacted.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is also the first time in 4 episodes where Hago didn't get a captive who immediately started squealing.
Yeah, right? Like, this guy held on and he escaped for it.
Yeah, good for him. Proud of him.
I guess. I feel like the narcs are the true heroes.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
Usually I won't say that.
Yeah.
But for Nazis, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah. Talk shit get hit has a different connotation when you're dealing with Nazis. Please talk the shit. Let us know what the goddamn Nazis are doing. What the Nazis doing?
What the Nazi doing? We gotta blow up that base.
I'll tell you what the Nazi doing. He popping out of the ground, and he's a squid this time.
Wow, he's a squid and also a devil.
Yeah, he's
or
a
devil.
squid, he's a devil.
Or he's an evil. He's a squid evil.
Yeah, he's exquisite and evil. My personal favorite one is Code Veronica.
Why?
Why? Yeah,
I don't know. I picked it.
Seems like an unpopular choice.
Look, I picked an RE game. I've never played any of them.
You picked one of the ones with actual subtitle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Zero or Veronica that I played, but one of them was really bad.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Probably both.
That's what I understand about Resident Evil games from that era.
All I know about Resident Evil is Resident Evil 4 was the
Billy?
best until Resident Evil 7 came out.
No. I have hot takes.
Ooh.
Can't get into it.
All right. Maybe they'll come up in your Silent Hills essay.
Yeah, that's... I'll put them in there.
I mean, where else, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note immediately, actually.
So while Gopher is making that note, let's talk about Squidevil. Let's talk about what he looks like. You know, that thing that we do on this podcast.
Hell yeah. You guys did that when I was gone, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Of course we did.
I don't listen to the product.
Of course you don't. Of all the people here.
Because I keep meaning to.
No,
I got like halfway
it's...
through the first one I was gone for, and I got really distracted.
No, it's a 3-hour podcast. It's hard. As someone who does it for the QA, I get it. It's hard to just have 3 free hours. I
wish I had more tasks that didn't require me to hear things.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too.
And I guess I could be doing it on a drive somewhere, but still, It's rough. Podcasts are rough for me. I have many that I should listen to.
Yeah, I have so many podcasts.
We're doing a fantastic job of selling ourselves right now.
Hi. I don't watch the product. I'm on it.
I personally do
when
listen to pretty much every episode all the way through.
I listen to every episode all the way through, but specifically for QA.
Yeah.
I can't say I have a perfect track record, but I listen to a decent amount of them. Mostly because my favorite thing about this podcast is, for whatever reason, as soon as we're done, I seem to forget everything we said.
I was gonna say the amnesia.
Yeah, it's like streaming for some reason. Like the moment we finish recording, it's just gone.
It is pretty fun to revisit an episode for QA after, especially if like a decent chunk of time has gone by and, Wordsy hasn't been just like right on top of his shit and gotten it to me like the Tuesday after we got done recording it. There's a nice good chunk of amnesia time where I can go, oh, I forgot about that bit.
Speaking of amnesia time, we were about to talk about the Kaijin of the episode, right?
Yes, we were. We were going to talk about Squidevil, and his honestly really good suit.
I like this outfit.
I do think Giller Cricket, our monster for the second episode, had a pretty good suit as well. But I think of the two, this one is the better.
Takes the cake.
Here's the thing about Squidevil.
Tell me.
It's got octopus tentacles.
Do have octopus
and that's not correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think his one weird arm is supposed to kind of look like one of the squid tentacles. Granted, it is an arm and has a thumb. Shrug.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll give him a little leeway. Maybe because the I guess iconic imagery of a tentacle is an octopus tentacle with all those suckers.
It's true.
Uh-huh.
It's true. I understand for the many years of
Is this
depictions
appropriation?
of cephalopods.
It's time for a little.
People mix that shit up all the time, anyways.
I
like,
didn't know there was
without
a
even
difference.
thinking about it. What?
Legitimately, I did not know enough about cephalopods to know that there was a difference between the octopus tentacle and the squid tentacle. I just kind of
No,
assumed.
the tentacles themselves. I was like, between the two species.
No, I knew there was a difference between
Oh,
octopi and
Jesus.
squids. That much is obvious, but I didn't know their tentacles were different at all. What? Please enlighten me, if you can.
Well, I don't know the full specific. I could just be full of shit. Actually, I'm gonna double check what a squid tentacle looks like.
Tell me what a squid tentacle looks
I
like.
mean, they
As
squids do have unique tentacles. At least they have 2 unique tentacles. So they do have other tentacles that look very similar to octopi.
Yeah.
The proportions are like very different,
Yeah.
though.
Well, I don't know what to think now because these might.
I mean,
Well, I don't know. The suckers.
his tentacles are very long though, and he has very large suckers. So I can definitely understand why they might read as very octopus-like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's it's close enough. I withdraw my criticisms. But yeah, squids are definitely more known for those 2 big ones. That's for sure.
Yeah, the big slappers. Very fair.
Big
slappy. He got
Yeah.
one big
Him,
slappy.
you got one big slappy.
But yeah, on that note, yes, his left arm does look like it's supposed to somewhat represent one of those longer squid tentacles, though it is his arm and it has a thumb. He is like sort of draped with tentacles
Mhm.
that are coming out of his I don't want to call it plating, but
Pauldrons?
his chest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
chest
it
piece.
it comes out of his shoulders and they sort of drape around his arms and it looks really cool.
Mhm.
It is really cool looking, and they're also coming out of his face.
Yeah, I like the ones
Yeah,
that
you
come
got
out
two
of his face.
facicles.
Fasicles.
I think it's just because they're like all white prop tentacles. But looking at this picture that I pulled for this part of the podcast, these tentacles are very much so giving me the same vibe as Jonathan Gresham's face mask, and it's just it's very cool.
Which is an octopus.
He's kind of got like a skull-like face, also, despite these tentacles coming out of him. He doesn't have eyes or a nose.
It's
hence the Jonathan Gresham comparison. That
even more so. Yeah,
skeleton octopus mask he wears.
It's so cool.
That guy's a cool wrestler. Sorry, this is more wrestling, but that guy rules. He's a fucking short king, and I love him.
Truly, yeah.
And I'm jealous of every aspect of his life. No,
I was gonna say every aspect, Shakes.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look.
It's okay, Shakes. I wouldn't be black either if I could help it.
Lisa Simpson face. We gotta move on.
When I say it's rough in these streets.
I believe you. Don't get me wrong. I truly believe you.
we need to move on, otherwise I'm gonna start...
We gotta move on before I say something.
Before someone says something racist.
No.
Oh no, that's even worse. I think.
Is it rough
no.
Is it rough in these sheets? Alright. There we go.
Gover, do you like character design? I sure like character design.
Tell us about character design.
Character design is a concept.
It is a concept.
Yeah.
It is a field. I love it. It is my preferred field of work and or study anyway.
Tell us what you think about this character design, B.
I like it. I like it very much. I think it is very effective. So, harkening back to the squid design, he does have a sort of cape coming out of his back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is fleshy though, and it does emphasize a more squid-like shape along with his head, which is it's pointed at the top.
He's got the pointed head, yeah.
Mhm.
He's got kind of almost like a frill, but
Yeah.
it is shaped in the direction of like a mohawk rather than out the sides like a squid would have. But he does still have something kind of very slightly bringing that imagery out, which is something that also evokes the imagery of his... Am I allowed to say this? His true identity?
I was gonna
it's
say,
supposed to be,
like,
a big reveal for the episode, but personally, I don't really give a shit.
So
I mean, have you seen the episode yet, viewer?
I
If
want
you
to
haven't, why
describe
are you watching the
this
podcast?
as well, because I think there's some other design things that I'm noticing that make me mad, and it also regards that as well.
Okay, I'm interested now. Let it rip.
Yeah. We just consolidate it all here.
Mhm.
Let's go. Squid Evil is Dr. Shinigami. Woo!
Yeah.
Big twist. I
Big
appreciate this design more with that twist now revealed, because I didn't really take note of his flesh cape and his flesh cowl.
Yeah, I did take note of it initially because I knew already, because they make it pretty obvious with the previous episode preview. That's the big
I wasn't
reveal.
paying close attention apparently.
Yeah, no, they just show him transforming.
Oops.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it sucks.
I mean, they definitely show him transforming.
Didn't look.
They don't show him transforming into Squid Devil, but like you see Squid Devil and you see Hakase like transforming, and the episode is called Dr. Shinigami, the Terrifying Truth Form, and it's like, gee, I wonder what this episode's about.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do the math.
I'm glad that I'm stupid and didn't pay attention.
I'm glad that you're stupid.
I'm glad that it was like 5 a.m. and I was like, great, episode's done.
Yeah, no, incredibly valid.
I am caught up.
I'm
gonna go to bed.
I am incredibly excited to hear your hot takes, though, Gopher.
Yeah,
I don't think they're hot takes, because, Fats mentioned the flesh cowl.
Wait a minute, I'm confusion now. Do you do your thing and then I'll do my thing?
Fat, or I think it was... Sorry, no, it was Shakes mentioning the flesh cowl, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I am also stupid, so,
That's okay, we're all a little bit stupid.
But you know who
Maybe
else? You know who else has one? Sharkus.
Mm.
And so you can see that Sharkus has that cowl,
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
and they could have, made another cape, instead of having it be a dorsal fin or something, and they just removed that from off of Sharkus's body because he's got the shoulder pads, like it might part down to a cape, just like Dr. Shinigami. You have the belt too, same belt. Why?
Reuse the props.
Yeah,
I know
probably because Sharkus, I imagine, wasn't, Squid Evil completely took Sharkus's place when Hongo's actor decided to have a time.
I am, aware of, the more development of why it occurred this way, but it just makes me sad because I'm like, yeah, what I was saying in the last episode of okay, this was definitely supposed to be some sort of shocker leader, some sort of important shocker agent, really, solidifies that with this, and this belt. And it's just sad to see that plan got shifted and now loses a lot more of its merit,
Yeah, it's a shame, but at the same time, from a creative standpoint,
yeah.
I personally entirely understand the perspective of, we were gonna give him a special belt, but our actor wasn't here, and I'm not making a whole ass new belt, just shove it on the new guy.
Yeah, no,
These kids aren't going to notice on their tiny, tiny television the one time they view.
I totally get that, but also from the show of this perspective of the show, it's oh, we had this really cool idea, this really cool attention to detail, and now we need to throw it out the window. And it has to, lose some of its uniqueness. I'm that's a
thank
bummer.
you, Mr. Fujioka.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and I understand that probably should have been a private affair. I don't know if you were the one who made that public as to why you were absent for these 2 episodes. I don't know. I understand being a celebrity in terms of having moments of vulnerability or not quite being at your most presentable. It's a difficult balance to strike in that kind of lifestyle, but you kind of threw the crew under the bus a little bit. Maybe it doesn't matter for what reason, simply because you chose to do it. I don't know. I respect you, and it is incredibly ignorant of me to say anything, though.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I'm wheeling it back. I think here's my hot take.
Hit me with it.
Is that I think the delay that made them make this another monster worked in their favor, because this suit is made with such clear purpose.
Yeah, I think
I think the suit whips ass, and
suit
does its job.
Yeah.
It's both as foreshadowing and a monster suit. I think it works in both camps incredibly well.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And it's so weird to think of that weird dumb shark nose man being this just because he had a cowl, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that's what they would have designed it as.
Yeah, I
do like this design better.
The Devil, it kind of captures Dr. Death's look a lot better than what Shaw Sharkus did. Not to say that Shaw Sharkus is a bad suit or anything, because it's definitely
Shaw Sharkus is a lot of fun.
But but Ika Devil definitely just works better. It definitely much better reads Dr. Death than what Shaw Sharkus had going on. And I don't know if there's a way where you could have made Shaw Sharkus work better.
I think you could. I'm wondering how the coloring works on these suits. Because if you just spray painted it all white and then threw on a cape, I could also see it working,
Maybe? I don't know.
And I still think that this suit that we have here with Dr. Death being the final suit, I still think that is better designed, and it's just so much more detail and texture to it, and it's a lot more unified. But I still think the Shaw Sharkus could have worked if there's a few more edits, or if they had something in the back,
It's time for me to make a wild, pulled completely out of thin air nothing theory.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So, Mr. Fujioka left the show the episode previous to the appearance of the supposed true form of Dr. Shinigami, or at least what we assume would have been, the reveal of that. What if, when he had announced that he would not be returning to acting, because they had at least, presumably, a week's time before they had to handle the affair of this second episode of this arc, they took their half-finished costume and just made it something else, which would explain the fact that it has a cowl but very little else.
That's very possible, yeah.
And they kept the cowl because they're oh, it could be fins, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, whatever, we'll just do whatever, it's fine. And I don't know. It's a theory with no evidence, but I feel like it might explain some of those design choices and how it, as you had said, it kind of really doesn't steer very close to foreshadowing nearly as much as this Squid Evil design does.
You know what I like best? When we were watching this episode, y'all thought I was joking. I said, "Oh, he's a squid. It makes perfect sense." I wasn't joking, because I was thinking about the vampire squid. This man looks like a Dracula.
He do look like a Dracula.
Dracula.
This man looks like a Dracula, but is actually a squid. And vampire squids are known to use bioluminescence to entrance their prey.
Oh shit.
And as a sensory barrage, and it leaves them, dazzled, and then they can catch them. A thing that Dr. Death is known to do.
Mm-hmm.
Except you didn't catch any.
To run away.
I mean, he caught Taki that one time.
Yeah, he got Taki. He's used it to run away mostly.
Yeah.
But
I want to see him running around with a little parasol now.
Right? That would be so great. I don't know. This is my loose thing, but I enjoyed the connection in my brain. It was like, yes, vampire squid, Dracula squid.
Oh yes.
Dracula squid.
And that's why he enjoys watching Caramel dance.
Yeah, of course. As all squids do.
It's enrichment.
In the 70s.
Yeah.
God, I would love to go to an aquarium and just see squids in a tank watching Caramel dancing. And just have the guy be like, oh, that's their enrichment.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, I'm getting enriched too. Fuck yeah, Caramel dancing.
Man.
I like that they glued little shells and a starfish on them.
Yeah.
It looked like a little seaside collage frame.
A little bit of barnacles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little crusty.
Well, mine's seaworthy.
From the sea, happy.
Yarr.
I guess we pointed out that they probably reused the belt too. I did notice back in the shark episode, it was like, oh, he has like a light colored belt.
Yeah.
That's weird. I guess it makes sense now that that's supposed to mean something.
The Shocker Intercontinental title, as Pio called it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Pio. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm so glad he made her know that. Yeah. It's, for special boys only.
Exactly.
Zolden going. I'm just saying. Zol never got a special belt.
This is true. Zol never got.
He just became a gold wolf.
He just turned into gold wolf. he shot his sparklers from his hands.
Gold wolf.
Kamen Rider, you're next.
I was doing gold dust.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, me neither.
Anyways, wrestling. Anyways, Kamen Rider's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man is immune to rider kicks. He has command grab counters.
He's the second man to have the command grab counter. I'm interested to see if that's going to come up more because in hindsight, Giller Cricket did not have it. So I wonder if that's also going to be only for special boys. I imagine
it's just
probably
to prove
so.
how cool and strong they are and smart.
Yeah. Now that we've talked about old Squidman, we got a fight scene to talk about. I'm trying to think of anything particularly. I mean, Shakes mentioned kind of the one big thing from this fight, which is that him not get kicked. You try to kick him,
not get
no.
kicked. He says no.
He says, "You will not kick me."
No, thank you.
Is there anything else really of note from this fight that I'm missing?
No.
There's a meteor.
Yeah, we threw some meteors.
Yeah.
We tied the Kamen Rider up with the. We bound up Kamen Rider with a tentacle. We got more deep voice shocker mooks.
Oh yeah, the thing I didn't get to point out on an episode, but don't worry, but everybody else did.
Yeah, no, we talked at length about Mook 2, the sequel to
Mook. Yeah, just guys just sounding like normal ass dudes. It's
love to hear it.
Oh,
kind of. It's weird.
I was actually of the opposite camp. I was like, you hate to hear it.
No, it's awful. Don't get me
back my
wrong,
high-pitched voice.
but it's hilarious.
It is very funny.
Yeah,
like at least the E's are usually pretty high pitched.
Yeah,
but they're also Shocker Mook's getting more lines these days.
It's weird.
They're just like, go get him! It's like, what the fuck? I thought you were just like an imp.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say words.
Begging for their life. And then Hongo fights him in the mindscape.
Yeah. Then Hongo crashes. He gets picked up by his boys, and then he has to fight Squidevil again in the Mind Palace, and he loses again. Oh no! Which
he's lost. If you lose mentally, you lost a battle twice.
Exactly.
If you don't get mad, you've already lost. You lose twice.
I did really like the lighting on this scene, though. It was overall
they cranked
pointless,
up the reverb.
But
it was representative
like Black
of
Void.
his internal struggle.
Yeah, and it was. I know this was supposed to be like an internal struggle, but it was almost classic Kamen Rider lighting, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, that's fair.
A little bit.
We will always appreciate
fog
classic
machine
Kamen Rider
going.
lighting in this house.
It's what the Rhino battle should have been, where when he got blinded or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It should have just been in that all black room, and I'm still thinking about that. I want to do a set piece of that, of just this low tech version of being blinded and fighting blind, where it's just someone in a room with a single spotlight on them, and it's blackness everywhere else.
Uh-huh.
It does sound supremely cool. I would love to see something do it. And I'm sure at some point we will get to some Kamen Rider that does actually do it, but until then...
Yeah, maybe. It is very reminiscent of another Japanese thing, so it wouldn't surprise me that it would take the form of a set piece in a Kamen Rider one day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spotlight turning on.
Yeah. Well, I think we've said just about as much as there is to say about this part of the synopsis. Shall we go ahead and tread on to the... I think we're there yet, but I'll go ahead and get us into the next part of the synopsis here. Where to had to... See, I changed the size of the thing. Here we go. So yeah, we go to the airport where Tachibana is picking up an old friend. His name is Kamaki. I'm saying that now because I didn't say it then, and there are a bunch of parts of this where I didn't see his name, so I didn't write it. So I'm just saying now. The friend's name is Kamaki. Kamaki asks to go to the observatory, but when there, he is attacked. The sound draws in Tachibana, and Shocker attacks him as well. During this, it is revealed that Kamaki is working for Shocker. Tachibana is taken prisoner and told that Shocker wants him to train cyborgs. As Taki and Hago leave the train, they see Mitsuru and Oki attempting the Rider Kick. The two tell them about how dangerous the Rider Kick is and offer to show them Kamen Rider's training. The boys watch as Taki and Rider fight, and we cut to the Shocker Performance Center where we see Tachibana training Tachibana and Kamaki training cyborgs. During the training, it is revealed that Squidevil has a remote in his head that he uses to control the meteors. I didn't put that there because it occurs to me that in hindsight, I don't think they explain that much in the episode. They're just like, don't hit me on the head, there's a remote in there. And Tachibana's like, don't hit him on the head, there's a remote in there, huh? As the training ends, Yuri and Dalgleish inform Hongo and Taki that Tachibana's car has come back without him. When they investigate, Shocker tells them to get in the car if they want to save Tachibana. Meanwhile, at the Shocker base, Tachibana is rescued from his prison by Kamaki. The two attempt to escape, but are stopped by Shocker mooks, with one of them killing Kamaki. With his dying breath, he tells Tachibana the plan, and we see Taki arriving at the planned location where he is attacked by Shocker. Meanwhile, Hongo rides on another path to engage Dr. Death, who reveals he is Squidevil. He and Rider fight when Tachibana arrives and tells Rider about Squidevil's weak point. With the information, Hongo is able to defeat Squidevil. So just taking us through on into the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I didn't really find the good stopping point was the thing.
Well, this plot isn't exactly
Yeah, it's not. It was more in depth than the last episode, but it's only about as in depth as episodes have been as of late.
Yeah, but it's at least something.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, but it feels like fragmented pieces that don't really fit together very well. This is like a collage of a plot.
A little bit, yeah.
A little.
And I guess I see what they were going for as far as like the parallels with like Tachibana training Shocker and Taki training Kamen Rider, but I don't know, it was still kind of weird.
Yeah,
somebody had an idea, and it didn't go through very well.
Yeah.
I mentioned
the
shape of narratives last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like this is shaped like a silly straw.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Where it's like, it's there, but it just does a bunch of loop-de-loops for something that could be half the length. All in all, though, I did enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah. Definitely an enjoyable episode. Just in general.
We get to go to the famous building, and they made a little model of famous building.
Yeah, they made a model of the Tokyo Observatory, which was very cool.
Yeah. And it's actually the observatory this time, and not just a stand-in for any other building that they cheat to go to another room. They actually go into the interior of the observatory.
It was very cool, yeah. Glad we got to see more of the observatory. I certainly hope this isn't indicative of like they stopped filming there or something.
Last hurrah.
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
it would be a hell of a way to stop filming there.
Sure. We blew it up.
We blew it up.
Yeah. As soon as we saw that model, I'm like, they're gonna explode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
No, that's the only reason models exist in this show.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's it called? Tachibana coming up to the observatory and Dr. Death being like, "Oh, Tachibana, what's up? Come here." And he was like, "Where are you?" And he just kind of steps out from a
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very normal.
Comedy gold. It's just like, "Oh, I'm over here. Sorry, you couldn't see me."
Oh, sorry.
Ugh, my bad.
Anyways, train at my gym.
Yeah, train my dudes.
Asshole. I need to train me. I need to get some reps in. I'm old.
Yeah, come on. Help me out here. Tachibana, help a friend.
I do have one note for Kumaki's Shocker trainer uniform, and it reads Vault Boy Fashy Chic.
Yeah. The blue and gold.
Yeah, really.
Blue and gold, Mr. UCSD over here. San Diego Superchargers. That's out of date. But wasn't back then. God, yeah. It's just like any other Mook uniform. It's really funny.
Yeah.
They just made him a blue and gold version.
And
I still
also
think
no
it's
mask.
because of...
Yeah, go ahead.
I still think it's because of his true intention or whatever within the narrative.
He has a white hat. That means he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're going for.
Because it's like the opposite of the Shocker agents.
It is. It's kind of. It's mostly an inverse of those, red ones.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that it works.
That
enough,
appeared briefly for no reason in a previous episode.
We thought maybe
Never
it
came
was
back.
because they were like, either because they were like Swiss Shocker or because they worked directly for the Shocker leader.
Oh right, that was in the Alps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. International branch, so you gotta signify. It's fun. I like some variety.
It just kind of reminds me of my continued sadness that Shocker Commandos don't come back for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because they only had 5 guys, and we're just like, we'll just have a crowd of dudes.
Yeah.
They don't need a commander, they have a Kaijin.
This is true.
Yeah, it's a very silly looking suit, we'll say. And they don't make Tachibana wear it. He just gets into his gym clothes. Like,
barely.
He just has a towel around a neck.
Yeah.
It's great. I love the scene of him training it because it really just seems like Tachibana was like, well, actually this gives me an excuse to just be an asshole to Kaijin.
What if, since I have to do this or else I die, I just use this as a chance to be a real big dick to a fucking cyborg?
Yeah.
And they just have to take it.
Yeah, they can't do nothing about it.
Nothing.
Because they want to beat Kamen Rider, don't you?
Yeah, don't you want to be the Kamen Rider? More power! More! Do it better! Just whipping people because he can.
Whipping them in the face.
Yeah. Wow. Get over here. Ram into this.
Oh, man.
Oh, Tachibana.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I had nothing. Please go.
I just realized my next note was going further.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I appreciated seeing the Shocker Performance Center, as I refer to it. Seeing where they train their future Shocker superstars.
Fucking road dogs back there.
Yeah.
Teaching Bearded Dragon and the Rhino Man how to bump.
Yeah. Shit. I was gonna actually comment on that, though. Fucking Rhino Gang and fucking Stag Beetle, Dr. Insect, whatever the hell his name is, they're back for some reason.
He got no shoes.
It's true.
They got no shoes. There's a bunch of trampolines. It looks so much fun in the Shocker Gym.
It does look like a good time.
I want to work out in the Shocker Gym.
It was fun watching fucking Squidevil do backflips and then try to hit his own rider kick off the trampoline.
Yeah, this running narrative that we're trying to learn the rider kick has been interesting. I don't know if they don't really keep it up next episode, and that makes me wonder, are they ever gonna again? Maybe not. It was just in their brains for a few weeks, I guess.
I will not expand on this because it is probably spoilers, but I will say, just based off of what I've seen, there is stuff in the future that makes me think that they actually might.
What?
I won't go into it further than that, but there is a non-zero chance based off of what I've seen that they may actually continue into this quest to master the rider kick.
I will be happy to be wrong in this scenario. I mean, it makes sense. Like, he's supposed to be their guy. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like they should have been trying to do this since he left.
Yeah, really.
Like, can we adapt any of the technique of the Kamen Rider into our pre-existing guys? And really, the answer is no, because all their guys suck, and that's why they tried to make Kamen Rider, because they wanted a guy who doesn't suck. But
and they succeeded in making a guy who doesn't suck, but they messed up at the final step, as it were.
To make him not suck.
Yeah.
The final step is to make him suck, so he joins your Nazi squad, but they forgot to make him suck, and now he kills you.
Yeah, now he murders you and your other Nazis.
Dumbass. It is a fun little transition of the gym training. Like we said, it parallels with these kids just doing rider kicks off the fucking...
Yeah.
Off the wall.
Yeah. That did look like just kind of legitimately dangerous.
Yeah,
it was a
for
pretty
real.
high up drop. I was like, dang, those kids could have hurt something.
Kamen Riders are trained professionals. Yeah. Do not try this at home, at school, or anywhere.
Oh god.
I feel like I zoned out a little for this training one. Because it was just kind of like, I guess we're doing this.
What, the one between Taki and Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. It's kind of just them fighting each other, and then Taki rolls a boulder at him.
Yeah, there's a really good shot where it's like them in the foreground, and then the camera zooms to the background, and the two kids are just standing around, like,
yeah,
like gawking, like mouths hanging. Yeah, mouths hanging open.
Yeah, really.
Most vacant expression possible. It's like, oh, good job, guys.
Yeah,
good shot. Good shot of those guys and not directing them.
Yeah. Way to really dunk on these child actors. I know we're ones to talk, but way to really just put them on blast in front of God and everyone.
Look, the crew didn't have catering this week. They wanted hamburgers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Only bananas.
Yeah, sorry. We only have this enormous barrel of bananas.
Yeah, from Goro's farewell party.
He went off to live in the jungle. Where he could have all the
you
bananas.
Could have more bananas.
Japanese jungle boy. Goro Ishikawa.
That's where he learned to be a lawyer.
Yeah, he just turned into a gorilla.
He became a recluse. He lived in the jungle, ate bananas, and studied law.
I mean, what could be better?
Is that what happened to him?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You weren't there.
No, I missed this. We missed the fate
God.
of Goro's actor. I missed the fate of Goro's actor.
Missed the fate of Goro's actor, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we found Data. He became a lawyer. That's great. Good for him.
Yeah.
Get out of acting. It's a terrible.
It's
Show
not great.
business is no place for people.
Show business do be rough.
It's no place for a child. I'm sorry. Like, you'll live a better life not doing that as a kid. In all honesty, I think it's a very stressful way of life.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Acting is not easy, and don't let anyone ever tell you that it is. It's very hard.
I won't repeat what I said about actors. Anyways. Yeah, they roll a boulder on him.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of woke up and I was like, wait, did he just crush Kamen Rider with a boulder?
Nah, you know.
And then they pull a magic trick. And then they pull a little magic trick. And he's like, oh, hi, kids. I'm Takeshi Hongo.
Yeah, he's like, now do you see how dangerous the rider kick is?
What?
Sure.
We understand, Mr. Hongo. We won't try the rider kick anymore.
You could kill somebody.
Yeah. Man was not meant to harness that much energy into a kick.
Sure. You might obliterate your own leg.
Yeah.
Like that one guy. Like that one kaijin from that other episode.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbass. Jaguar Man trying to do the rider kick.
No, it was fucking Saigang.
Yeah, I know. Jaguar Man was gonna go next.
Yeah.
I wanted
to see everyone take a shot. Everybody go for one.
Yeah, right. I really wanted to see every single guy in that group.
Meanwhile, fucking Ambassador O'Hell over there fucking grilling. Oh, you boys. Come on, hot
yeah,
dogs
for
are
real.
Yay!
That's like legit the environment. We'll see. It was so weird and jovial. In the graveyard.
Ambassador Hal having to cook out with his sons in the graveyard.
Holy ground.
You love to see it.
It
was Easter Sunday, so it makes sense.
God.
God, like, so I guess going forward, we do more training and
yeah, we do our training montages.
We try to escape.
Girls show up.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, our girls show up and they were like, I do love the phrasing on this because it is kind of wild. Because they're like, bad news, Tachibana's car came back and he's not in it. Like, okay.
Dang.
How did that happen? Someone drove it back, you didn't see?
It was really nice of that mook to drive it all the way back and just let it roll into the car.
Yeah, really? Yeah, there's just like a note on the window, in the windshield wiper, and Hongo goes to read it, and it just says E.
I'm imagining a mook ghost riding the whip.
Yeah.
Just fucking popping right next to the car as it's moving.
I'm just thinking of those fucking videos of
man.
people who like hop out of a moving car and start trying to dance alongside it, and just like a mook pulling that and then eating shit.
We had the rescuing of Taki, right?
Tachibana.
Right.
For once, Taki is not the one kidnapped.
It's just a habit at this point.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Can't blame you.
And the music, I just want to point out, it was good. It was nice and jazzy. I appreciate it.
Or was that the next episode?
Oh, yeah. No, the synth was the next episode because I made a note of that.
It was like
or did I?
Freeform jazz or whatever. It was good.
You have to
freeform
jazz.
Exactly.
Maybe I didn't
It's
make a note of this. Oh God.
That's all. That's one of the basically the last episode note I have for this. Beyond just being thankful, there's some semblance of a plot. I just liked the music. I think the fight scene at the end was fun too. Just because there was a lot of falling.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
It was a very vertical fight because they're just like, we're going to throw so many people off cliffs.
Love to throw people off cliffs.
Yeah.
Tachibana's friend Kozaki? Kamaki. Almost there. Yeah, Kamaki making his daring rescue was interesting. Mostly it was like, oh yeah, well, okay, he gets his slight redemption.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get history made as the first time a mook kills someone on purpose.
Yeah, really.
Oh, yes.
He just gets fucking stabbed in the gut.
Yep.
And Tachibana fights off the mooks, but it's too late, apparently. I wasn't sure because they didn't really confirm it in the moment. But he just never appears again.
Nope.
Tachibana left a corpse behind in that vase to explode.
It's the burial he deserves, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a warrior's burial.
Yeah. He goes now to Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes. Speaking. Are we leading into the fight after this, or are we? We're a little just all over the ending right now.
A little bit.
More or less. That's kind of what happens when you finish the synopsis. Kind of get to go wherever you so wish.
So previously, we got that training scene, in which Dr. Death, the fucking brain genius in his squid form, just kind of goes, "Hey, Tachibana, watch my fucking head. That's where the transmitter is.
Watch my remote, dog.
Stop slapping me in the head so much. I have my secret things up there."
Yeah, it's delicate.
And he's like, "Huh. Well, I'm gonna take that information and definitely not tell anybody. Don't worry."
Yeah. You know me.
I'm the kidnapped person.
It's your boy Tachibana. You know I'm trustworthy.
Yeah. Tachibana's too likable. Everybody it's like, oh yeah, he's my homie.
Yeah.
For, like, instantly. He fools you.
It's like he's constantly casting charm person. He just walks up and he's like, "Hey, yo, man, can I borrow $5 for the bus?" And you're like, "Hey, yo, Tachibana, of course, homie. I know you're good for the money."
Take 10.
Yeah. Go and get yourself
So
something
just
nice.
take my wallet.
And then it's only as he's walking off that you realize, I don't know who that man is.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, who is this?
Hey, who is this?
Yo, you got this man cooking?
Tachibana in the tips.
Tachibana in the tips. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
So yeah, Tachibana shows up in his Tims. And he's like,
Tachibana shows up in the tips.
"Hey, yo, Kamen Rider, kick him in the head."
Oh, that's the thing I wasn't gonna do.
Oh, well, I'm planning on it, but if you say so, Tachibana, I know you good for it. And he just fucking brain chops this man.
Damn. Yeah. Why did I drop that guy in the head?
To quote Wordsy, "I'm gonna kick you in the friggin' head."
Yeah. I'm gonna kick you in the friggin' head. Except he doesn't kick him, he Rider chops him. Which, nice to see the return of the Rider chop.
Yeah. Also a
Goes
kick
on
of
the
the
brain
hand.
chop.
Yeah.
Kick of the hand. I'm gonna kick you with my leg.
Deserved.
Yeah. We get the great Kali brain chop.
Yeah. I just realized we have double brain trauma this time around. We'll get into it with Giller Cricket, but he also gets his brain also doesn't come out unscathed. Yeah.
But yeah, he chops him, and then we all get to be reminded. Oh right, there's a thing about meteors this episode.
Yeah. Oh right.
Remember meteors?
Yeah.
It's only been 15 of the 20 minutes we have.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
In my mind, I'm just seeing the You Ever Hear of Video Games comic, but it's Remember Meteors. Yeah, and then it's fucking Dr. Death doing the pose.
It explodes.
Yeah.
So Dr. Death is Radon and was holding that meteor in the sky with his transmitter, and he got brain chopped, and that apparently just sent the meteors straight into the observatory instead.
Just straight
which
at
is
him.
Yeah, that worked out.
Love it when a plot cleans itself up nice and pretty for us.
Yeah. Oh, no, thanks. Now we don't have to worry about that observatory ever again.
My apologies to be dropped once again.
Yeah.
We don't, but B sure does.
Hopefully, at least that particular observatory was not as populated as other ones.
It didn't appear to be at the very least.
All right. Well,
it didn't. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of people in it outside of the gym.
Thank God.
And all the people in the gym left to get killed anyways, right?
Except for Rhino Gang.
Presumably, I mean, that jail scene was quite a bit earlier, so...
Yeah. Weird.
Who knows? We will know next episode after B has done the death count.
Did they make a new, altar to revive those guys, by the way? Why are they back?
Who knows? Who knows?
Did we just casually kidnap 2 more people to kill?
I have my thoughts on why they're back, but you're going to need to wait for the Silent Hills essay.
Oh.
Tune in.
I see.
So that's where all my questions will be answered.
Well, there you go.
Yes. For only a few dollars on the Patreon, you'll eventually get access to it when it's finished.
I work here.
You gotta pass.
Damn.
You don't get nothing for free. Not around here.
Apparently not.
I think it sounds like that's going to do it for us for this episode. I'm truly scrambling my brain trying to think of anything else to say that hasn't kind of already been covered.
It's just another case of thing is done, episode ends, right?
It's another one
really
of
just
Time on Thunder
it's over.
Yeah, really.
I guess my question at the time, I think we agreed that this meteor is a shocker kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
We said the meteor was
but I did write down that I did write down in the moment that act of God now has to go onto the kill list.
Yeah.
Because it's just a meteor, right? Oh well.
Oh, you know what?
It was their fault.
I will bring up one more little thing of choreography just because I really enjoyed it because I didn't write a note about it at the time. During the fight, the prelude to the Rider chop is Kamen Rider drop kicks Squidevil right in the face, and then he chops him. It was just a nice little sequence. I dug it. Also, nice to see a drop kick come out of the Kamen Rider because as much as we talk about his very wrestling adjacent moveset, that was one thing we hadn't really seen aside from the one time he did the Lightning Rider kick.
Yeah, it was just a normal ass drop kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a
he just went up.
Yeah, he just
boom.
went for it. He just hit that shit. Which I'd like to see that more often. More fucking Kamen Riders just hitting drop kicks. I want to see more.
Bring back another wrestling episode.
Fucking shotgun drop kicks out of Kamen Riders. Just run up to a dude and blast him.
Just in real life.
Yeah.
Just run up to a dude and just bring both feet up and take a back bump as you launch your feet at him.
Just really just fucking with all of the force in your body. Just send your fucking feet like rockets at a motherfucker. That's Kamen Rider's homework, and it's
For
your
justice.
homework as well, viewer. You get to work on that while we go dropkick our way to an ad break. That's how I've decided we're going to do it. We travel with dropkick technology now. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the show thus far. If you'd like to keep up with our various goings-on and follow our content, please consider following us each on Twitter and Twitch. You can find KingFats on both Twitter and Twitch at KingFats95. You can find Gopher on Twitter at WhaleGopher and on Twitch at The Magical Whale Gopher. You can find Shakes on Twitter at ThatGalInTheHat and on Twitch at ACTN Shakespeare. And you can find me, Bdrops, on Twitter at BdropsArt and on Twitch at Bdrops. Also, please consider checking out Shakes and I in Tales of Harbor, also starring Public Opinion and DM'd by our editor Wordsy. You can catch it live as Season 2 airs every other Friday on twitch.tv/Wordsy. That's WORDSE. Follow Tales of Harbor on Twitter at HarborTales, and promote the show with the hashtag Tales of Harbor for the opportunity to have an NPC named after you appear in the show. If you enjoy Longtime Watcher First Time Writer, please consider supporting us on our Patreon, linked in the description. There, you can access our live viewing notes, original sticker designs made by Gopher and I, gain the ability to make suggestions and vote on our upcoming projects, and fund unique stretch goals, including video essays, streams, and additional podcast content. And a big thank you to Deadode and Public Opinion for pledging their support. Thank you for listening, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope that you enjoyed that quick break. We're gonna keep on rolling right along, right into our next episode. The monster Gilokurogi is the Japanese name. Nails of Death is episode 69. Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Put some reverb on that, please.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not in the recording.
Understandable. Have a good. It could be.
It could be. Yes, it is episode 69 Nice of the original Kamen Rider series. Air date July 22nd, 1972. And it goes a little something like this.
Hit it!
Thank you. The episode opens with Shocker testing the abilities of the new cyborg Giller Cricket. He uses his sound waves to destroy a fake rider, and then, back at the Shocker base, we see him test his red claws. The claws bring back anyone killed with them with their own red claws, and makes them attack wildly. We then cut to a school where Hongo is talking with one of his colleagues, Ogawa, who is planning to teach kids how to hunt bugs. After Hongo leaves, he is attacked by Giller Cricket, who mind controls him. The next day, we see the controlled Ogawa teaching a class of kids. He has them draw a model of a cricket, which turns out to be Giller Cricket. He attacks a student, who then attacks the others. Mitsuru and Naoki see this from the outside and call Hongo, but they are attacked by Shocker. I think that's a good chunk of episode to start on.
Time to crucifixion for this episode. 0.
Yeah, really.
First shot, first second.
Yep.
I wrote insta crucifixion in the last note, or notes for last episode, but this one is really it.
I truly think everyone had
did not.
my very first note for this episode was nice.
Yeah, same.
But then after that, my first note was just, yeah, sure, fuck it.
It's
because like
just getting straight to
truly,
it.
we open on Kamen Rider has been crucified, and in front of him is a line of Shocker people. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why?
0 days since last
Why
crucifixion.
even do that episode? You're right. Just play the ends.
It's. I was kind of hoping this would. I had my hopes up, not that like, oh man, Kamen Rider's in danger, but oh man, we're doing like weird non-linear storytelling this episode. Are we going in media res? Like, you're probably wondering how I got
that
here,
would've been
Kamen
cool.
Rider on the cross. But no, it's in fact an even cheaper ploy.
Yeah.
In that it's a fake Kamen Rider and we blew
It's
him
not
up.
him.
We just made a target dummy that looks like Kamen Rider, so you'd feel better.
And so that way you can cut
Good.
promos on the head when it rolls to you. That's what I'm gonna do to you, Ryder, this Sunday night.
Kamen Rider taking his own head out of the box, screaming. All-time wrestling gift.
Truly. Yeah, I guess. Hello.
Hi, Gopher.
Hi.
Hey, go
Hi,
for a beat.
Pete.
Look at this.
Yes, a thing that the audience can't see.
I don't
Hey,
see
audience,
anything.
look at this gif linked below.
Audience, look at the.
I'm gonna put a thing that says, "Don't look here until we tell you to." We're now telling you
Yeah,
to.
now we're telling you. You may now look at under your seats. You can see that Shake's got everyone the wrestling gift.
For the 3D glasses.
You'll find, I guess, a mannequin head of Hulk Hogan.
Of a Hulkster. Oh, Hollywood Hogan.
Anyways, Kamen Rider's dead
Yeah,
forever.
Kamen Rider's
Never
dead
mind.
forever, but you know who's
Yeah.
alive?
Hayato.
Kamen Rider.
Yeah. I was trying to transition to talking about what the monster looks like.
Oh.
There were a lot of weird responses to that one. I'm gonna go do my shit over here if you don't mind.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's for the best.
This is again, like I said in the last episode, it's not as good as the Squid Devil suit, but it is good.
Mhm.
That is a high
Yeah,
bar,
for
to
sure.
be fair.
But this is still definitely a quality suit. I don't know if it looks like
Mhm.
a cricket per se.
Not
No.
really. Him got a big old
him
head.
got
Big
a
ass.
chromium dome piece. My man shit is
Head ass.
Titanic. Fucking.
He looks
This
like
poor man looking like an orange on a toothpick,
Oh,
I
God.
swear.
a little bit. He looks like Aquaman's arch nemesis.
Fuck, he does cut. Yeah, he's got the same head shape of
Mantar.
Black
Manta?
Manta.
Is it Black
Yeah.
Manta? Okay. Couldn't remember if it was Mantar or something for some reason.
No, it's African
Ocean
American
Master,
Manta.
what a stupid name.
Yeah, sorry.
At least during February.
He is also black, yeah.
Of course.
But he wears black, and I think that's the reason.
You know it's
whatever.
not.
I shouldn't touch
You've
that.
seen Harvey
I
Birdman.
wish it were.
Oh, it would
At
be
least
called
Harvey
Super Bowl.
Birdman understood.
I remember that.
Whitefish.
This guy is like the platonic ideal of a bug.
Yeah,
I feel like-
he's got multiple big ass
Big ass.
eyes.
Yeah,
He
he's
does have
yeah,
teeth,
yeah.
though.
Him do got teeth.
you got them and mandibles.
Yeah, he got mandibles. Him got antenna. Him got multiple bulbous eyes. He has.
You got wing.
He has attempt at wings.
He got wings. Yeah, he's got like the standard kind of wings that most like bug themed kaiju
No Paul
kaiju
McCartney.
have had for the past several episodes.
I mean,
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, there it is.
it. I think that's
They're
more
pretty.
accurate to what a cricket's wings are, anyways.
Probably.
Like, usually just kind of fold up.
One of his like breastplates is
Hmm.
elongated and goes up the shoulder and almost looks like a
All the
pill
way, yeah.
bug.
He's just got another one on him. I'll
It's
keep that
Small
motherfucking
button.
thing on me. Yeah.
Pill bug?
yeah. In this case, that thing is a pill
Yeah,
bug.
I'd
Here,
roll him into a ball and I throw him at you. Yeah, you
roll folio.
small.
He also has a lighter belt.
Yeah,
He does. Oh yeah. Wow.
I imagine that's.
I think that might just be normal
well,
now.
Yeah, it's either
Oh
that.
my God.
It's either they've gotten rid of them.
Oh,
They've
yeah,
decided
you
that none
know.
of these people are heavyweight contenders, and now everybody's Intercontinental Champion. Or it is explicitly to contrast against his darker bass tones. Yeah.
Which would be nice.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Make it so that you can actually. Like,
He is. Yeah. He is very like purple blue kind of
yeah,
pearlescent.
he's dark.
As we're all we're on colors. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool thing. Like, this photo, I think, looks a lot better than in action. But it's...
Well, I chose this photo for a reason.
Because it's got him in the most view and also looks good.
Congratulations, you found the
You
reason.
can see all of him. He doesn't have a freaky arm.
Yeah, he does not have a
Just
weird
realized.
glippa. Yeah, he's just got,
Yeah.
like, well, because I guess both of his glippas are weird glippas in hindsight because of the claws. Or the red
Yeah,
nails.
yeah, oh yeah, he got his, he can't ruin his nails. Yeah. He got them did. Is this... This is just... I don't get why the nails.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna have an answer
No.
for me.
No clue.
Look, it's like Missy Elliott once famously said, if you a flag girl, get your nails did. Get your hair done, get a pedicure. We simply cannot deny it.
Thank you. Thank you, Missy
Thank you,
Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Where would we be without you?
Yeah. How would we learn how to use the forbidden flab yet without Missy Elliott?
Buh.
Exactly.
I couldn't say. Yeah.
Why he going and getting his nails did, I don't know. I can't even... To my knowledge, it's not a pun. I can't really think of a single reason.
Hold on.
What crickets have to do with nails? Is this more about noise? The noise crickets make does not
Nope.
sound like nails.
Try again.
On I'm grasping.
I see you. Do your best. I wish I could help, but I got nothing. So I just have to be here to encourage you. You can do it, B. I believe in you.
Why?
Because you're my friend.
Oh. Okay. Well, crud. I'm going to fail you, but I must do my
you
best.
won't fail me if you do your best.
Nails. Crickets. Nails. Crickets.
Cricket wireless.
What on earth is the connection here?
I feel like if we unlock it, we're gonna blow some shit wide open.
Surely. Government conspiracy. Yeah, I got fucking nothing for you, dog. Truly have no idea.
Were they just not satisfied with having another fucking bug that does sound attacks?
I hope so. I truly
Maybe.
hope so.
But
What was the last guy? I already forgot. Oh, Cicada.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cicada
Cicada
Man
Man.
was entirely Sonic based. Sonic bass.
Sonic is based. You right?
Yeah, he did a floss. I saw
Oh
him.
shit! What up?
And so did Robotnik.
Damn, Robotnik based on what?
Robotnik bass.
Oh boy!
Boy, Sonic movie in theaters
Yeah,
now.
go watch it. Catch the fever.
Catch the fever.
my nails.
Uptown Funk, gonna give them to him. Why nails?
Why nails?
Yeah, I don't.
Dear audience,
It's so
why
like
nails?
the only thing I can kind of maybe slightly understand is the cricket infecting people with an unknown disease. In that crickets are sometimes associated with death or like the life cycle because they come like in the autumn as a sign of the coming winter. That has nothing to do with
Nope.
nails.
No.
Red nails, autumn leaves. I don't know.
Damn.
B, you are trying so much harder than this deserves.
Your wingspan. How are you making these reaches?
Yeah, really.
I'm stretchy real
We are-
quick.
Yeah, across
Yeah,
the
really.
room like fucking Michael Jordan at the end of Space Jam.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't like thinking about it either. But yeah, it makes no goddamn sense outside of them, like, I guess wanting a second gimmick so their guy isn't just a shoot sounder.
He's a
Shoot
real
gunner.
shooter.
He's a real shooter, man. That's why he's got the belt. If you got a problem with it, take him in the ring. But like,
fuck.
Yeah, they wanted to do this stupid zombie episode, but they also just had a cricket on hand, which it just makes no goddamn sense.
No sense.
They also kind of disposed of the zombies pretty immediately, so
it didn't seem to matter. It was like part of the plan, but it just didn't seem to matter.
Yeah, it's also we should because Wartsy brings up a good point. This fucking red nail attack is like severely dangerous. So you stab someone with the red nails, they go down. They come back up with their own red nails, and they're like mind controlled. They get shocker paint. They go around attacking other people with their red nails, which will make them do the same thing. Oh, and also when all's said and done, in 3 days, the person who gets attacked at first dies.
Which I don't think that was ever brought up, was it?
It was brought up.
What?
Yeah, it was apparently brought up once because we know about it.
It didn't become plot relevant because we resolved the situation in an afternoon, but
I didn't make note of it and forgot about it instantly.
Yeah, me too.
And it made no pains to remind me.
Yeah, really. Why didn't this plan revolve more around that part of the... Like, if you could have just gotten one person and just, like, let them loose in the town, and just, like, kept them hidden, kept the place on lockdown or something so that nobody knew, you probably could have gotten rid of, like, half the population of a city or something like that.
Mm-hmm. If you just did it secret.
Yeah, if you just did anything covertly for once, shocker, you dickheads.
Okay, no. Not to defend Shocker.
Please don't.
But in this case, I think they were doing a pretty okay job of being covert. They just happened to be stumbled upon by our new children.
Yeah, okay.
Our Goro replacers.
I'll give you that.
They sleuthed their way over because they were late to the grand meeting of children.
Yeah, Sunday school.
Yeah, or whatever the hell. Let's learn about crickets.
But like more literally, because it was just school on Sunday and it wasn't about Jesus.
No class. Yeah, a bunch of kids want to learn about crickets.
You know.
And this guy's really hyped to do crickets. It. So the cricket man is like, "Hey, check this out." Controls his brain. Goes, trap all these children in a room so that I may give them a deadly disease. Why?
Well, why not?
I guess we're gonna proceed onward from there, but we'll start with a gaggle of children? I don't know. Like,
weird look, but
I feel like there's a better test group or like
it doesn't not
group that
make
will
sense. Is my thought, because like
I guess they'll infiltrate without being noticed that much into society.
Yeah.
But they got weird shit on their hands now. That just seems so out of place. Like, not that it's not out of place for any given person, but
well,
it's weird to see on a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. This is weird.
This plan's stupid anyways.
I mean, of course it's stupid. It's a Shocker plan.
It's just a zombie plan. Like, they just wanted to make zombies and I guess kill a city, and then in the ensuing chaos, Shocker will take control.
They just wanted to do Day of the Dead.
Yeah, a little bit. Who can blame them?
That's true.
It hadn't come out yet. But but Night of the Living Dead had. And they took notes. I guess we kind of went all over the place for that. I did want to point out my favorite little moment before we get to the cricket conference. Was what's his face and Naoki at the writing club.
Yeah, I didn't put it in the synopsis, but there's a brief little scene where Mitsuru is waiting for Naoki to show up.
Yeah. And he comes in and hits her with the door.
Yeah.
and it makes the fucking like sound effect that like a Shocker monster punching someone would make. Like he's coming in with Kamen Rider level force on that poor woman's ass. Yeah. That scene in the classroom, as I think about it, was actually genuinely kind of like scary. Not scary, but like if I saw this as a kid, I would probably get real spooked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can see that traumatizing me as a child.
And that's the goal.
This thing where a guy makes another kid just start killing other kids.
Yeah, starts doing a big murder. And then he turns to me and he's like your next motherfucker.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And all my friends start turning into things that will kill me. Like, that sounds like something out of a nightmare. Yeah. Like, genuinely. So, props to them.
Good job for making a thing that was really scary. Proud of you.
But yeah, then Scooby Gang comes in and is like, oh, zoinks, we better stop this.
Like, zoink, Scoob.
Somebody get Kamen Rider. And Taki in his Japan gun action shirt.
Yeah.
I love his Japan gun emote action shirt and whatever it said under that. We couldn't get a good glimpse at it, but there's another word under action.
Japan action, I don't know, club. I might scrub through the episode while we're talking just so I can see if I can find any frame.
That shirt ruled supremely, and I wish we could have seen it clearly.
Like, I'm satisfied with Japan action, but
the notion that
I would buy it just for that. Yeah. Oh, there could be more.
Imagine. It is very much so the same energy of in one of the Sentai series. You know, I mentioned this all the time. How much I enjoy watching modern Kamen Rider and Sentai stuff and their weird inexplicable shirts and outfits that they will put people in. For a good majority of the show, the Red Ranger in Resha Sentai Tokyuger is wearing a jacket that says Junk Method on it for some reason.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know why it says Junk Method, but also it rules that it says Junk Method.
I know there's nothing stopping me, but I wish there was, like, an actual market for nonsense shirts and apparel over here that wasn't just incredibly niche.
For sure.
Yeah, right.
I want a Potato Friend t-shirt.
Yeah, I think if I ever went to Japan, I would genuinely just start snatching up as many t-shirts as I possibly could.
Incredibly fair.
Yeah.
The one good shot that I could really find.
Yeah, it's a little.
It looks like CB, like it might be club scrunched.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably
I see
club scrunched up.
CU, CLU, something like that. It's definitely C something.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Japan Action Club, which is a solid.
That's a fucking 10 out of 10.
Japan Gun Emoji Action Club. He's got it a little tucked too, so yeah, it's. Man, but Taki, good taste yet again. Gotta say, right?
Taki will always have good fits.
Vaguely reminds me of his Mexico tourist shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since we've seen that one.
Yeah,
he's busy going to the Japan Action Club.
Went so many times that you got a t-shirt. That's how you know. I guess we've said what there's to be said about Gil Cricket. We did the little scene about waiting. I guess we've kind of sort of covered the bit about the kids getting taken over as well. So does anyone else have anything they want to say, or should we just go ahead and take out what I think is going to just be the rest of the synopsis?
Was this before or after? He just like stared at a bug or a duck.
Oh, yeah, this is post-duck.
Yeah,
is this post-duck? Oh yeah, it's super.
Okay.
There was when they're rushing to meet Hongo. It's yeah, it's just the part. He takes notice of a duck.
Display.
Oh, a duck display.
Duck display.
Duck display.
Duck display.
Man.
My notes read ducks.
Congratulations.
There's also good examples
Oh my god.
of baby E's.
Yeah.
Baby E's are really good.
Baby
like all the
E's.
little kids have their little E's. I had another note. I totally forgot about the scientist entomologist senpai guy, whatever he is. When he's just complaining about children.
At the beginning.
Early on, he's just like, kids have never seen a
Kids
cricket.
these days
And
never
I'm
seen
like,
a
are
cricket.
you crazy?
And Hong is like,
What are you
man,
talking
this
about?"
generation fucking sucks.
Yeah, back in my day, we had
Kids these
crickets.
days shake my head.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got those, old
Yeah.
man. Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure they
No,
do.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
What a shame.
No, you mean Cricket Wireless?
No, that's gone.
Yeah, that's probably gone.
You would think, but I still see commercials.
I want everybody listening to remember the phrase Cricket Wireless.
Cricket.
Not for this episode or this series, but someday in the future, this phrase may come back to you. So I want it in your brain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Just implanting things into my
Oh
subconscious.
no, I just
Yes.
thought of
Stop trying to
a
activate me.
terrible, a terrible thought.
Please elaborate.
What if that's my final thought?
No, you need to live a second longer so you can at least be mad about thinking Cricket Wireless before you die.
Yeah, you just need the extra second to go Cricket Wireless. Fuck you, shakes, and then you can die.
Fuck.
Yeah, there you
Die
go.
cursing my name. That's preferable, but man.
Holy shit! The notion of someone's last thought being Cricket Wireless.
I mean, we can only be so lucky if our last thought before we pass is anything remotely meaningful.
Yeah, that's fair. I've seen collections of
I'm going to be
thoughts
thinking
and
of-
last phrases, and they're pretty choice.
The last phrases
Yeah.
were wild. I'm going to be probably thinking about Pooh Bear dancing to
Yeah.
Pitbull.
Oh, he died as he lived.
At the hotel.
Dancing to Pitbull.
Holiday Inn. Yeah, at the hotel.
I figure you were gonna be thinking that or that hedgehog with
Yeah.
the henchman.
Oh my god, yes.
Spending all the money
She
on-
got me spending.
He just lying in their
Hash brown.
bed. She got me spin.
Flatlining
I
doctor.
love the hedgehog so much.
I adore that hedgehog.
Family and friends surrounding B as they're about to take their final breaths, and just struggles out. What you gonna do with all that junk?
Milk and my Cocoa Puffs.
Milky Cocoa Puffs.
No.
I will make a promise to you now, dear listeners. One that I may not be able to keep, but God is my witness. I will try my damnedest to make sure that my last words on this earth are, they say all men are created equal.
I believe it.
I believe that. Even if you never made this promise,
Yeah,
I would believe
that's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
But now we've got it in media, so they can go fact
Cricket
check me.
Wireless.
Cricket Wireless.
Cricket Wireless.
Spending all your money on me.
Oh.
And
God.
anyways, sorry to implant that as into your subconscious for when you die. Go for it.
Should be. That should be a crime punishable by death.
I was trying to just set something in people's subconscious for a little bit sooner than that. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
When you're still alive.
Ideally.
Maybe.
What else are we, I guess I liked the commercial break in this because the guy's just like, come get me Kamen Rider, and Kamen Rider's like, try me, and it goes,
yeah, that's right. They don't even actually fight.
Come at me.
Yeah.
After this break.
How many of these messages? Kamen Rider versus Geller Cricket. Yeah. Let's get into the next part of the synopsis then. I think, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Absolutely.
Taki, and I have a confession to make because I'm looking at it, and I was like, "Damn, I really thought I fixed all of these because I kept watching myself fuck it up." But I did fuck up Hongo's name a couple of times in the synopsis. That well, I'm gonna leave this one. A bunch of them I fixed, but this one I didn't, so it's got to stay. Anyway, that's why it says Taki and Honog arrive and are confronted by kids with red nails. Taki is attacked by a child, and then Hongo is attacked by Shonger. Shocker.
Shunger.
Sure.
Big Shunger.
You know, I figure Shonger's got to be like a mix between a Hong and a chicken wings. Anyway. Hongo.
Yeah, my name is Hongo Takeshi, and I'm on a mission to kill Hongo Takeshi.
And you find Taki, and you find Taki, and you find Taki.
Kamen Rider poop.
Oh, Kamen Rider poop.
Kamen
Thank you.
Rider.
Is that just going to have to be our market?
What?
Because you've created the only one I've seen, at least. And God, is it
That's a
still
shame.
quality.
It's so good.
I fucking... Still, every time I hear the fucking flush effect before Snowman comes out, I laugh.
I'm glad it brings people joy.
It does.
Endlessly.
Okay, where was I? Yeah.
What did Shonger do?
Yeah, Shonger. Hunger fights Shonger. Hongo fights the mob facing off with Giller Cricket. Ryder is almost defeated by Giller Cricket's sound because I spelt that wrong. I put S-O-U-Y-N-D for some reason. So Soyund's wave. But Hongo is saved by the mooks' incompetence. Back at the school, yes. Hongo prevents Taki and the boys from doing any more harm and heads into the Shocker base. In the base, Hongo encounters the controlled Ogawa, who says he will lead him to where the antidote for the red nails is, but instead brings Hongo to a trap. Giller Cricket attempts to kill Hongo, but he is able to break out and face off against Shocker. Ryder defeats Giller Cricket, and the people given red nails are returned to normal.
So,
yes.
Starting at the fight scene at the very beginning of the rest of this segment of the synopsis, I adore the scene where Giller Cricket is just nearly defeating Kamen Rider with his sound attacks, and all of his little minions are like, "Boss, Boss, stop!"
It hurts.
No.
And he's like, "Dude, fuck off! I've almost got him."
They are just like writhing around on the floor and crawling in front of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
It's so...
One of them crosses frames and gets exploded. It's funny. And then they all just fucking die, and he's like, "Oh man, my mooks!"
Shit, dude.
Aww.
I'm out of them.
Never have.
It's so silly. There's been nothing like this in the Kamen Rider
It's
episode.
very silly, and I loved every second of it.
Like, I've never seen them... Like, I mean, Kaijin have done plenty of collateral damage on their own guys. But,
Sure.
like, something about this episode called attention to it every time.
Like, every time he kills one of the guys, he's like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, there's a part later, he gets so... Like, he misses Kamen Rider, just snipes another dude. He's like, "Shit!" Like, he cares so much.
It's nice to see a Shocker.
Like KD.
It's nice to see a manager who cares.
Rarity.
Speaking of sound, it occurs to me that we did not describe what Giller Cricket sounds like. My brain is having a little bit of trouble trying to recreate the noise at the moment. So yeah,
I'd have to re-listen.
He used to say his name, but then he just made R rolls. So he was kind of like a Pokemon, but he'd say Giller, but the R would be rolled, so he'd be like Giller, and then he kind of dropped that like halfway through.
Yeah, it just becomes kind of a bird squawk with a rolling tongue. So it's like just constantly.
It was a good noise. Very.
I don't even remember what squid sounded like. I don't think we covered.
I think you just did a regular.
Yeah, he never made any unusual sounds.
Not anything worth noting.
He did a couple times, but like that's, I don't know if that counts.
Blending in with rank and file.
Blending in with.
Yeah, this is a really snake delivery. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be that way.
Apologize. You just have to accept it. That's a very snake
Makes
sentence
it harder
too.
to take down a commander. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe that's why my brain chose it. Yeah. What was that?
So we were talking.
Oh, right. We get sent to the bouncy house.
Yeah. The bouncy house.
The padded room.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to describe this, and I also didn't want to take up that much of the synopsis on doing it. So I was like, we could just call it a trap, and we'll talk about it in the episode.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, it turns out Kamen Rider was just he was just it was all a dream, as it were, and he was in the padded room the whole time.
Yeah, just sitting there with his full suit and a straight jacket. He's still Kamen Rider. That's our cover of our comic book issue for the month, so people will buy it.
Go.
What's Kamen Rider doing in an insane asylum? Oh, I gotta check out this issue. Golden
clickbait.
Yeah,
Superman.
For real. It's that whole Silver Age Superman shit. I used to own a couple of those from the ones that were featured on Super Dickory. Particularly the one where Batman and Superman make Robin and Jimmy Olsen dig their own graves.
It was a wild era.
And the other one where Superman, where Jimmy Olsen gets Superman a gift for Father's Day, and he's like, "This is the worst gift I've ever seen. I'm destroying it right now." He's just using heat vision on it. It's like, but Dad, I mean Superman. Those are such good ones. Yeah. I highly recommend if you go to a comic convention to dig through their dollar section, because you will usually find something like that.
Yeah, so it sounds like some real solid gold. Just there.
But anyways, but yeah, we got the padded cell, and I think this is a fun kind of logic of it's just something with so much give that he can't fully impact it. And I think what was smarter was that the floor had too much give, and so he couldn't jump.
Couldn't do the thing that Kamen Rider,
which I think made the most sense out of it all, and that was a lot of fun. We also get the amazing shot of Ceiling Ambassador Hill.
The other thing that is a lot of fun is probably our announcement image for the podcast. Because it's just
for real.
Him just kind of sliding into frame.
Hello, it is me. Ceiling Ambassador Hell is watching you masturbate.
Yeah, stop!
Oh, no.
Stop it! This is like the last guy I want. We're talking.
Big roach ass.
Yeah, somebody go get the rage.
Yeah.
Just the exchange between Ambassador in Hell and Giller Cricket and Kamen Rider in this bit was very enjoyable. Peeking in from the ceiling. You know what?
Hey,
actually, it reminded me
what's
of
up?
in hindsight. Probably one of the more commonly used besides the wrench one. But the GIF from the Toku Spider-Man where he's dropping in from the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
very much the same energy, just like the face poke and then.
What's up?
Oh, I love that GIF.
It is so similar. Oh man, like it's just so silly, and they're just like laughing at him and just hitting him with beams.
But old Kamen Rider, he's a little more slick than you might give him credit for. Don't forget, he's got that 600
Don't remember
IQ. Well, yeah, if you're Shocker, don't remember.
He does.
So
Please keep putting him in a situation.
so we bust out the scarf of all things. It's time to finally acknowledge that this dude is wearing a scarf for the first time in 69 goddamn episodes.
And it's apparently like 100 feet long.
Yeah. So he
Just like whoosh, right to the window.
Takes off the scarf, whips it onto the barred window, and then and we bust out the not Rider screw kick, just the regular one.
It's just the Rider screw, really.
Well, no, he doesn't call it Rider anything. He just calls it screw kick, or at least I thought he just called it screw kick. Double check for me. I might be wrong.
It's screw something.
Yeah, I thought it was just screw kick. Not Rider flavor, of course. Just regular. Just regular type.
Just regular type. Yeah.
But yeah, we screw kick the window and we break out, even though that window looked tiny and also apparently had bars on it. So
yeah. Well, he don't care about bars.
He didn't give a shit about bars. We watch him break chains all the time.
Yeah, it's just he just says screw kick. I don't know why he's kicking. He kind of headbutted that gate and it exploded.
Bit, yeah.
It was great.
Nobody accounted for this because everybody is freaking out.
I mean, who would? Like I said, it was the first time acknowledging this scarf in 69 episodes. I bet you they thought it was sewed to his neck like I did.
That's a real scarf, dude. What the fuck? Why do you wear that?
Yeah, really.
For this exact situation, I guess.
Something needed a pop of color.
Yeah.
It brings out my eyes.
You're right, Kamen Rider. Can't deny it. Oh, your back is so dirty for this scene.
So dirty.
He cleans up in the next scene. Yeah, otherwise it's just kind of, and it just kind of becomes a fight.
It's just, hey, fight. It's that thing we keep complaining about where it's like, how do you talk about your 69th fight scene? Probably more than that if we're being honest, because there's multiple fights an episode.
Yep.
I mean, usually when it comes to these fights, it comes down to like, oh, what were some spots I remember? Kamen Rider takes a really dangerous tumble down a hill. Like, that is actually, like, he just rolls down a hill, but at the end of that hill is just a fucking pole right where your head's gonna be. And he, I will say, rolls through like a champ, like, really twists his body to not make that happen at the end. But yeah, that was spooky.
It's also possible that the pole may have been like a mite touch farther than I mean, I won't know for sure, but yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? Given this cut, it kind of is because that hill ends in a wall, which is a vertical drop.
It ends in that vertical drop, so
which I think is what he used to like. He goes down the vertical drop and then like kind of repositions his roll. So still not safe. Don't do it, kids. Don't roll down that one.
But well, slightly more safe than. I will say it was cool that we went back to the. We've used it in other episodes, and I don't remember what it was in other episodes because I think it was a. Was it like a? I think it was a water treatment plant. The last time we were here.
I'm sure it looks like one.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a water treatment plant in real life. The main thing was just like, hey, we've been here before.
Wasn't this, man?
This was
this the one with the death beam?
I think this was one with a
Maybe
death
not.
beam of some kind. Because I remember something about like a scientist and like either.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one with our first miscellaneous skill.
No, it's definitely not that one.
No.
It's a later episode with a scientist and like his daughter gets kidnapped or something. Or maybe it's just the site. Oh, no. This is the one with the I think this is the one with the bomb. The bomb that Taki stops. I think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think this is the raking episode. I don't remember 100%.
Maybe it's quite tropical too. Lots of palm trees.
That's the other thing is it clearly was a different time of year when they recorded it this time versus when they recorded it last. So it's a lot lush, a lot more lush, a lot greener looking than it did the last time we were here. But like I definitely recognized some of the set pieces and like the buildings. We fight on the like really kind of steep staircase that's naturally built into the hill again. So like I recognized it, but it looks super different from the last time we saw it, which was kind of cool.
I guess from there, the notable spot is really the end.
What was? Oh, right. I remember what the end was now.
Yeah.
I just looked over and saw that I did have a note about it. I will just bring up because we do always make a point to talk about it. Kamen Rider does get a sword in this one.
It's true.
So we got
the kills get racked up.
Yeah, we got some sword spots, which is always nice. But yeah,
and then we get the sword spot.
Yes, yeah, the sword spot. Following up on the head trauma from last episode, old Giller Cricket he's been giving Kamen Rider some trouble with these sound waves that come from like a spot in his head that he's generating. So Kamen Rider's like, if I don't have to deal with the sound waves, he's just a regular asshole, and I kill regular assholes all the time. So he takes the sword and he just shoves it right in this dude's head.
Yeah.
He chucks it.
Yeah, he eats this thing like it's
he grabs
spear.
the sword and just hucks it straight into his eye. It's fucking gnarly.
So wild.
I love that shit. Straight through his third eye. He is unwoke.
Fuck you. I'm making you racist. Shit.
And then we get this really cool mid-air rider
where
kick where he like actually kind of like hits him in the knee, in the gut with his knee, and then sends him sailing into the base, much to B's dismay.
Sorry, B.
It's like a Dragon Ball Z spot because it's like the implication is they kicked him straight into the building and the whole building exploded.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, God, it's like a fucking fighter's kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when you fucking heavy kick someone at the edge of the stage and it sends them flying into the building of a next stage.
Super finish.
Yeah, dramatic finish.
Yeah, for real. It is that.
It's fucking... Yeah, absolutely insane. And also, we apologize for your third building explosion in 3 episodes, B.
Fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's probably good for me.
If I had known way back then, all those episodes ago, when we were like, damn, there sure is more murder in this show than I was expecting, I would have told you to never done this death count.
Well, you know, it could only possibly get harder from here, honestly.
Probably.
So it's just a fact of life that I must accept. Thankfully, I don't know if all of you out there completely forgot that the virus that gives you the red nails also makes you die in 3 days. We sure did, but that's not a problem anymore, thank God.
We definitely forgot about that. The main thing is, I thought, and maybe I was wrong about this, but like, you can see it in the synopsis too, I thought he had to kill you with the nails in order for them to work in the first place. I guess not, considering what happens.
I don't think he has to kill you. I think it's just infecting you.
Yeah, it's not necessarily
the implication that
death. Sorry.
Yeah, because the implication that it would kill you would thus be redundant. Then,
so it's not the full zombie experience. It's not dead and then reanimated. Because this is a kids show. And a bunch of kids got infected.
Yeah, that's fair.
We cannot actually kill the children.
Well, I even made a note. I was like, oh shit, we murdering children's. But apparently we not murdering children's. Shame, I suppose. Actually, maybe let me run that one back in hindsight.
Nope. It's staying in.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
Science Man apologizes for what he did.
That was a weird bit.
Sorry,
he
buddy.
He just kind of shows up and he's like, "This is all my fault," and it was like, "Bro, you got brainwashed. Like, I don't know what to tell you, nor what you expect me to tell you. Like,
yeah, what do you want to hear?
Like, shit, dog, you sure did get brainwashed. It's a thing that happens sometimes."
Yeah.
Sometimes you get brain blasted.
And our final message is to the show implores you to watch out for Shocker, because they're gonna be in Cleveland and Des Moines and Peoria and New York and where you live.
Yeah, Shocker's coming to the Prudential Center.
Shocker will send more new cyborgs to attack your city. So watch the fuck out. And fight on.
Fight on Kamen Rider. If a Shocker Kaijin shows up in your city, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
But Kamen Rider, fight on. Yeah,
he has no choice.
The ending scroll has truly been getting stranger and stranger. They are truly running out of shit to say.
I think they've ran out of things to say back in episode 30.
Oh, probably.
It's just whatever.
Yeah, that's
all I got.
That's basically what they're at. Yeah, direct quote. They fucking address the audience. But Shocker will send more new cyborgs to attack your city. They're coming after you. They know where you live and they know what you did. They fucking saw you steal your mom's credit card. And they're coming for you. They know where those V-Bucks came from.
Oh shit, not my Roblox books.
So that's what happened. I knew giving out my credit card number wasn't a great idea.
Used it to buy chakras. They got the Kamen Rider skin in Fortnite.
Why no Shocker skin, huh?
Yeah, why no Shocker?
Gee, I wonder.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, when's Hitler for Fortnite?
Go for it, please. What's the thing? I'm begging you, go for it.
Go for it, go for it. Oh no.
Look what you've done.
I refuse to take responsibility. This is your fault.
How is this my fault?
You were the one. You were the one who asked the question. Why no Shocker?
That was me.
That's
distinctly
I
me.
apologize, B-Drops. I rescind blame from you. Shakes, how dare you?
I don't know. felt like asking the question that
I'm going
gamers would ask.
to throw a boulder through your house.
Shit.
You know?
Gopher, what were you going to say?
See, the thing is, I don't think he'd redeem what's happening here.
Well, now I'm extra interested.
I just...
Yeah, really.
I mean, I just
take us
I just
away.
feel like Fortnite is tone deaf enough to be like, yeah, we'll do that.
I mean, don't they have?
They did.
Don't they have Star Wars characters? Like, don't they have
I
stormtroopers?
think they do,
Yeah.
yeah, so fair enough.
So I'm just
We got
like,
space
yeah,
Nazis, why not put fake Nazis?
yeah.
When's Hydra?
Yep, there's absolutely stormtroopers. Okay,
Good job, Fortnite.
cool.
Yeah,
Good job, Fortnite.
Thanks for enabling child fascism.
Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't enable child fascism.
Yeah,
There's our
our
moral of the day.
Don't enable child fascism. Oh, we got a good job from our editor.
Words
Yeah, really.
banging on the
Begging
glass.
us to shut the hell the fuck.
We're-
And shut the hell the fuck we truly must, because I don't think we have anything else to say about these episodes.
If you can't believe in Buddha and you can't believe in Kamen Rider,
Hey,
you
we're
can
not there
always
yet,
believe in nothing.
motherfucker. That's my finish. That's my finish. I'll show you how it's done in a bit. Join us next time. We're gonna talk. I'm making us make a decision about this now. Just so that way we don't run into a situation again like what happened this week. Are we gonna watch the movie next time or not?
Can we find it?
If we
I'm
can
sure
find
we can
it,
find it.
Yeah, I'm down.
that's step one.
Oh, then yeah.
All right. Okay, we're gonna find it and we're gonna watch the movie next time. So next time, join us
Great.
for episodes 70 and 71. Those are the monster Eleki Botaru Fireball Attack and the monster Abu Gomez. Sure.
Wait.
Mount Rocco Great Pursuit. Man, I can't believe we get to meet Rocco's dad. We're also going to watch the movie Kamen Rider vs. Jigoku Taishi. A release date for that is July 16th, 1972.
That's my birthday.
Hey!
Minus 19 years.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh, we're almost month twinsies. I'm the 17th of June. So close. Oh well.
That is to say you're an entire month.
Yeah. I just meant like it was almost the same day, but one day off. Shame. But yeah, go find the movie, go find the episodes, check them out. Shakes is back, obviously, so go tell Shakes that you missed her.
For now.
Check out all of us on all of the cool stuff we do, which of course always means go watch Tales of Harbor season 2. It's back. It's better than ever. Also, while Shakes was unavailable, lots of great side sessions were ran. Gopher and I were in one. Go check that out.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing the fucking Stone Cold bit.
No, I was doing a different
okay.
one, but
I'm
it's different. What?
Go subscribe to our Patreon to help us do stuff. Remember, $10 a month lets you get those voting privileges for all the cool stuff. I think we're like $20-$30 away from monthly streams. So if you want to check those out,
like $32. Yeah.
$32 away from monthly streams. So if you want to check those out, you want to see those, pledge to the Patreon. If you want to decide what we do on those, pledge at the $10 stream, so you can put up suggestions for what we will do for the monthly Patreon streams. As we continue to creep closer and closer to the end of this show, we're at 69 of 98 now, so we are truly going to get there sooner rather than later. A reminder that when you are on that $10 tier, you will be able to both suggest and vote for what Kamen Rider show we watch next. So if you want some kind of say in that, if you've got a Kamen Rider that is near and dear to your heart that you want us to watch, or if you just got a Kamen Rider that like you want to watch with us or whatever, and you want that to be an option that is on the table, join at that $10 a month tier. so that you have the ability to do that. Speaking of Patreons, Tales of Harbor has a Patreon. It's up. It's available. Go join it so you can get all sorts of cool bonus content, including table talk from after the sessions of Tales of Harbor, which does include the bonus sessions as well. So if you want to hear Gopher and I talk about, stuff post the session that we were on, go join the Patreon and you can check that out. Go join B Drops' Patreon so you can get great art. Go join Shakes' Patreon so you can get access to all the great shit she's doing early. Just join everybody's Patreon. Give us money. We've earned it. We work enough.
Love to have a couple of extra
just throw a couple. Like, we're not asking for a lot. Just throw a couple of extra dollars at all of us.
You don't need to throw money at me. It's fine.
No, go commission Gopher. Go commission Gopher. Get some. I think those are still closed.
Commissions.
Actually.
Yeah, commissions
are closed. But once they're open, commission Gopher.
Oh my god!
Look, I'm watching you. Go join Wordsy's Patreon too. I know. Or Wordsy had a Patreon. I think Wordsy closed his Patreon. Never mind.
It might have just turned into.
Damn, well that's an offer I cannot refuse.
we
were gonna.
Did you give up on doing art?
Thank you, though. Thank you.
Artist shadeouts?
No, we didn't give up on that. I just have forgotten and haven't asked in a while. I don't even remember if I have one.
I mean, hey, if we don't got one...
I don't remember if we have one pre-approved.
Whenever we have one.
It's when we have them, so... But thank you for bringing it up. I will try to remember to do that in the future. But until then, thank you very much for listening to the show and checking us out. We hope you enjoyed. We thank you very much for listening, as always. And remember, if you can't believe in God and you can't believe in Buddha, you can always believe in Kamen Rider.